Yo, what's up? Welcome in. Duquesne Dayton, baby. Big game today. We got live commentary for you. I'm Jack Morgan. Coming in alongside me is going to be Nick Fernball once again. We're getting a good amount of these in. We're really like a tag team at this point. We're a well-oiled machine. A well-oiled machine and talking about in broadcasting Duquesne losses. So,
this is going to suck.
hoping to change that today. UD Arena is packed. Oh, good heavens. This will be a fun one. Fun. Your definition of fun might change.
If fun means torture, then yes.
I mean, some people enjoy seeing us get tortured.
So
the people that watch the Phillies Mets series, like the live streams of us calling those games, they wanted torture. They got tortured. Really did.
It's very true. As it stands, Duquesne's currently in 9th place.
9, so they're right on that
the
edge.
very last spot of avoiding having to play on the first day.
Are they? Wait, hold on.
No, it's 10 through 15. Play on the first
Yeah,
day.
you're right. Yeah, 10
They
through
have
15,
currently the last spot projected to play who I think was GW?
Oh, God. Oh, they could beat GW. That's the thing.
GW?
They could beat GW. Now, the second time around is probably GW's going to probably play better, I think.
I would think so.
Really, I think realistically, I said this last year, and that was because of how good the team was. Mm-hmm. But I'll say this year because of how chaotic the A10 has been. Anyone can beat anybody.
I really do think that. Now, if
I don't rule out
Dayton, then I think anything's on the cards at this point.
I don't think Duquesne is gonna go ahead and pull another miracle run like they did last year. Though I wouldn't say it's a miracle because I thought they had one of the better teams in the A10 that year. It just the results didn't show immediately. But I think this year would be a miracle run. If they were to do it this year, I don't think that miracle run's going to happen, but I do think they can make some damage. They can do some damage in the A10 tournament.
I think if they can finish themselves around somewhere between 9 to
Doozer.
So we got the lineup here: Trey Dinkins, Cam Crawford, Yaka, Matusa, and Wilborn. Same as what I think the last 2 or 3 games have been,
It's
right?
the third straight game of that. So Latong is going to be a problem. There's a problem in the first game for Duquesne. Javon Bennett and Knock Cheeks, Malachi Smith, and Nate Santos.
Nate Santos was the one I'm worried. He's going to be the guy to watch here because he single-handedly shut down, I think, 4 guys on our team.
If you have followed Duquesne basketball for any number of years now, you know that the last 13 years have come and gone, and Duquesne has not won in Dayton. Can they change that today? We shall see. The tip-off is 1. Dinkins has a race back to get it, going all the way back to the left corner of his own end. He'll bring it up for the Dukes. They win the tip.
That's the first I've ever seen a tip-off go backwards.
I haven't seen it go that far in a while. Netchus driving on his left side from the left wing, now in the left post on Santos, attacking that matchup early, and it pays dividends. Jakob Netchus with a fadeaway jumper.
You want to talk about somebody who needs to step up today? It's him. He single-handedly, I mean, the last game was a team effort all the way through, and we can attest to that from both of us watching it. But I think if somebody's going to be key in stepping up for even having a chance against Dayton, it's going to be him. Yeah. Our forwards have been struggling all year, and that's the main guy to look at. Great tip.
Latong was trying to get it to Enoch Cheeks. Ronsky was there. Not sure if it maybe went off his. I don't know. I thought it went off of Ronsky, but I'm happy to be wrong.
It was a really good
Duquesne
tip
ball.
Ronsky. Oh wait, it wasn't?
I thought it was off him too. Crawford now. Duke's got to get up. They got 1 second. They do get it across with Jakob Netchus. Playing point forward here, gives to Crawford. Crawford on the right wing, looked a little disorganized there. Duquesne gets it back into a calm setting. Here's Netchus, tries to rip through, he turns it over. And sprawling there is Dinkins to get the turnover. Right corner, Crawford for 3. No good, rebound Ronsky. Ronsky on the smaller Smith, puts it up and in.
That's a great rebound from Matus. And again, like the big thing we've harped on, especially during the St. Joe's and the Richmond commentary, was they just kept getting beat down low. And I know it changed. I know they did a better job.
Oh, and Wilborn almost got a steal. It went out the ref, I think. Latong is more than merrier. He kicks it out for 3 to Santos. No good. Wow, I really thought with Duquesne's luck. With Duquesne's luck this year, I thought that was going in. That's just driving in coast to coast. It's stripped away by Enoch Cheeks. Not much numbers, but slipping behind the defense was Malachi Smith, and he puts it in for the deuce.
It's a good start.
It is a good start. Duquesne has to be fine with a 4-2 lead, just not fine with that transition defense. Wronski puts up a 3, and he puts it in from the right wing.
Starting off with 5 points from Matus. He's been really quiet the last, 3 games.
Yeah. That is a heck of a start for Duquesne. Can't ask for much more. They're up 7-2 with 17:45 to go in the first half of play. Driving in with a nice pass out to Santos. Now out for Malachi Smith, a right wing 3. He's got it.
And other schools, I feel like you could get away with trying to leave wide open looks. This school, no way.
You can't. Wow. Duquesne with a lot of chaos in their own end. It goes off of Dayton. They didn't even get 3 steps out of bounds line off the inbound. Duquesne's got to tighten that up a bit here.
That was way too sloppy from Netchus. He just kind of lobbed it underhand with a guy in his face. And those are mistakes you just can't make against a school like Dayton. They're going to eat you alive with that.
Javon Bennett had a good game last time against the Dukes. He had a nice pass there, kind of midair clutching and passing it away to Smith. So now here is Duquesne. Inside Netchus. Out to Wronski. He'll try another one, and he's got another one. He gets the bounce this time. It looked like a Kawhi Leonard bounce.
It really did. It spun around on the rim, bounced up off the backboard. Looked like it almost hit the top.
It was the first bounce you thought it wasn't going in. Second bounce you didn't think it was going in. Third bounce you're like, wait a minute. Here's Latong down low on Wilborn guarding him rather. Fading away, he got it. I don't know how he got it. I'm sorry, that wasn't Latong. That was Jack. He has 2.9 points per game. He's about to match that. Here's Crawford. Surveying in the right corner. Crawford stepping back in the post for a shot. It went off the side of the backboard. No good.
I didn't love
Rebounded.
That read.
Yeah, Santos. Careless with the ball. Almost turning it over. Malachi Smith on the right wing. Moves towards center. Now right wing pass to Cheeks. Cheeks in the mid-range area, goes to the right corner, guarded by Netchus, swings to the charity stripe, puts it up, and he gets the bounce this time.
It seems like a weird look to put Netchus on and not Cheeks, because not Cheeks seems like the main, probably their best ball handler outside of maybe Bennett. And I'm not saying that
I guess Malachi's pretty good too.
Malachi's pretty good, but I feel like the guy with the most moves is Cheeks, and I'm not saying Netchus is bad, but I feel like you need someone with more speed.
Wronski, it seems to be his game so far. He drives, can't get anything going, kicks out to Dinkins. Now left corner, Wronski again, he got it!
What is happening?
Matus Wronski has matched the Dayton total in points. He's got 9. 13-9 Dukes with under 16 to go now. Next time out, we'll get us to our first break, and I think I need to reconsider my thoughts on Matus Wronski's play.
Back.
Yeah, good defense by Wronski on that. It was a right elbow shot from Cheeks that didn't go. Wronski has it. He's got the hot hand. On the right wing, it is Dinkins. He has it stripped away for the 3rd time. Duquesne turns it over. And Wronski tries to...
Almost tipped it out.
Yeah, almost tipped out of Smith's hand. Smith kicks it to the left corner to Cheeks. Duquesne does a good job rallying. Bit of chaos. Goes back to the right corner. Cheeks driving, gets inside, now fades away. He got it. That's a tough shot over the much taller Jakob Netchus.
That's a great shot from Cheeks, and he's just hard to take down.
Crawford now with it. Once again, next timeout will get us our first TV timeout. And here is Cam Crawford. Crawford kicks to Wilborn. Now swings Wronski for 3. No good. He finally missed. Rebound Dinkins, and he'll lay it in.
First bucket in. Nice.
Takes a dribble in 2 steps, and Trey Dinkins puts the Dukes up by 4. Oh. Good Lord. Javon Bennett gives for Jack. Jack swings around for Smith. Now left wing with it is Bennett. Top of the key, Cheeks. He'll put it up for 3. Got it.
He's just making
sharp shooting from Enoch Cheeks.
Leading the team right now with 7 points. He's just looking so tough to stop right now.
Holy smokes. 15-14, a high-scoring start to this one. Down low, Jakob Netches, guarded by Smith. Crawford, a tough three. He got it! Duquesne can't miss from beyond the arc.
They're taking some dangerous shots, but
I don't understand
they're
these shots.
shooting well. That should be a...
That almost looked like a blocking foul or foul on the screen. Foul's going to be called down low. I believe that's going to be on Wilborn.
Yep.
That's his first. But Duquesne with a great start to this one. Matus Ronsky has caught fire. He's got 9 points. Duquesne leads with 13:31 to go. It's 18-14.
He has 11 points, actually.
11. Are you right?
To 11 points. The rest of the team
Good
has
Lord.
7. He's gone 4 for 5 and 3 for 4 at the 3-point line. Wow.
What is going on right now?
Not who I was expecting to go and have a really great start to the game.
I don't understand how they are just... Matus Ronsky, man, I don't know.
It's been a high
Matus Ronsky might end up putting up a Corbett-type game with 27.
They're both shooting efficient right now. Dayton's 6 for 8 overall, and Duquesne's 7 for 10, and Dayton's 2 for 3 at the 3-point line, and Duquesne's 4 for 6. Pretty even game, all things considered.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know.
Would you have expected this start?
Absolutely not. There was no shot I expected this. What are they shooting from the field?
Who?
Duquesne are 70%.
70%.
Good Lord. That's because they haven't went to the free throw line yet. Once you get to the free throw line, that's when you really have to start biting your nails.
Do free throws count towards the overall field goal? I don't think they do.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
If they did, we would shoot like 30% from the field every game.
So sad.
We'd go from 45% to 30%.
It's so sad, but it's so true.
I think we shoot like 40% like on average per game. We'd shoot like 35%. That would take us down 5 percentage points, I'd imagine. Because we don't get as many free throws per game, but we miss a lot of free throws per game. It's it's like, Jack, that doesn't sound right. That sounds like an oxymoron or whatever the heck that's called. No, it's actually true. They don't shoot as many as their opponent per game. They miss a lot. They somehow don't shoot as many, but they actually miss a lot of free throws. It's like
so
out
sad.
of those like amount of like free throws, it feels like they miss all of them.
And it's frustrating because, again, this team is really talented. I really do believe that.
100%.
And it just seems like things just haven't clicked. But I think things are starting to click a little bit. Not a crazy amount. But, I mean, some of those shots, you would not see them taking that during non-conference play or when they were on that 5-game losing streak.
Yeah, it's more of a confidence thing. And yeah, they're going down now, but
that's insane. He's 2
got
points away from his career high.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if you ever watched The Manifest.
I've not.
Was it The Manifest? I don't know. I think it was The Manifest. It was a show on Netflix. Well, NBC, but then I ended up going to Netflix. I just saw the main character in that is on a show for NBC called The Hunt.
The Hunt.
Which seems interesting. I really thought they were bringing back.
Was that the one they were previewing during not the Super Bowl, the conference championship week?
Well, they didn't have it on.
Else?
No, probably something else because they didn't have the conference championships were on CBS and Fox, not NBC. I'd imagine. Look at the dude on the baseline there directing the choir or the band. That's how you can tell I never was in a high school band or choir.
I was in high school band.
Dude, honestly, I did trumpet in 5th grade.
You did?
Oh my
God!
I brought the whole team down with me.
I have to hear you play because I played trumpet since 4th grade.
Dude, I gotta be honest. I screwed up the whole group of trumpets. I was so bad. It's like, I'm like, oh God, this is really bad.
You know, I both talk about this because we both played trumpet up until our senior year.
Bad. It was really bad. It was not good. I gotta clip this and post this.
No,
we gotta clip these moments.
We gotta find some of these clips and put it on
dude, I think at halftime, by the way, guys, we're probably gonna go on my patented Sixers rants.
Yes, sir.
That's what's probably gonna happen at halftime because I don't know, man. Wow, by the way, that whole time we were talking about choir and band, they didn't even inbound the ball. So we're back to the game here. Duquesne is on defense here. They called that foul on Wilborn. Down low. It looks like
they made a few subs. Kareem's in.
Yeah.
Maximus Edwards is in.
Oh, well, nice block by Netchus, and Rozier gets it on the rebound. Rozier out on the break. He didn't have much help. He'll pull it back for Netchus. He'll get it back to himself. Rozier, the screen from Wilborn on the right side, gives to Edwards on the right wing, gives back to Netchus, back to Edwards, same place. Sidestep three, no good. No, I'm not exactly sure I like that shot. I mean, I get you're making a lot of threes, but not sure if that is the right shot.
He was about one step away from the sideline.
Valentine, that's not the shot. Wow, nice spinning move, I believe, by Posh Alexander. He draws the foul. Wow, he's
gonna be drawing on Kareem.
A heck of a player, and that is a guy that Duquesne did not have to go up against in the first game.
No.
So that is important. I gotta see Also, I gotta see if I have the the Dayton game notes.
Oh, the game notes.
Because we are behind a little bit. So I don't want to look on the live stats too much.
Yeah, I get that. I don't know
if I do that.
Posh Alexander's going to go to the line, and the shot is good. First one. And Netchus and Wilborn come out for Corbett and Dixon.
I just don't have it. So
Did you leave it at your apartment?
It probably is.
Alexander's second shot is up. And it's good. It'll be 18-16 Duquesne.
I'll just get the roster at the next break. I know enough of the guys.
When's the next media timeout?
Well, it could be in 45 seconds if they stop. No, it's at 12 minutes.
12 minutes?
Yeah, it's always consistent 16-12, 8-4.
I got you.
Here's Edwards, left wing, inside Corbett. Corbett fakes, puts it up, and he gets the foul. Draws a foul, but Corbin not a great free throw shooter, so we'll see what he can do at the line. He gets two of them.
I think that's the most frustrating bit. You know, I think a lot of the problems from the free throws, I don't want to say stem from one person, but we talked about the issue that they're not drawing enough fouls. It seems like the only person who draws a lot of fouls on this team is Corbett.
And the free throws for him
just
have not
worked.
I'd venture to say he could be lower than 60%. He's around 60%. He makes a first one, but
what I think
this year he has trouble.
They just showed it.
He's struggled.
He's averaging about 6 rebounds, which again, not the guy you would expect to be the leading rebounder for Duquesne.
Yeah.
You would think it'd be Dixon, Netchus, Wilborn, one of them.
He has been a tenacious rebounder. That's the second free throws missed, but Dixon gets a rebound. Gives out to Edwards. Edwards fakes. He had Rozier, but he was too late on it. Crawford inside. Dixon was blocked. Wow. I can't believe he got blocked there. He had wide open. Alexander for three to tie the game up. No good. Rebound, Edwards. Edwards as well has been a good rebounder for Duquesne. Bigger guard, lost it. On the left wing, Rozier gets to it. At the top of the key right now, 18 seconds, plenty of time for a good look here for Duquesne. Rozier gives Corbett driving, lost it. He ran right into Jack. It's turned over, and now it will be blocked at the rim. But
foul.
I think they call the goaltend. Yeah.
Oh, goaltend. Yeah.
Though usually when you're pointing this way, you're going like this. It's usually a charge of some sort. But yeah, no. Corbett just sloppy with the ball and. Yeah,
it was goaltending by Edwards.
Didn't matter because Key was gonna put it back in. By the way, Key was my key player to watch in the Duquesne versus Dayton game at the Coop. Did not do too much. I'm not even sure he played because I know he's injured. I think he might have had limited minutes, if that.
Zed Key.
Yeah, Zed Key.
I'm gonna check right now with that game.
Yeah, check that out.
Zed Key. I don't think he played. No,
doesn't seem like it. That would explain it.
One of the main guys were Enoch Cheeks, who, surprise, leading scorer for Dayton again.
Also, I will let me check the record. Oh, great, we have to figure that out.
Oh, Eric Criswell playing content.
I'll be back. Well, so the Jashawn Corbett's free throw numbers, he is 34 for 78. So it's actually 43%. I said I'd venture to say it was like 50, like maybe in the 50%. No, it's actually 43%. That's really bad. I didn't know it was that bad. I mean, I figured, right? Like, I figured he misses a lead. He does have a lot of, like, empty trips, but, like... Oh, man. There we go. We're back. But no, I'm like...
I gotta admit, I don't know why it was being that way. That was a new one. I've never seen the stream do that.
Sometimes my Fubo account has been annoying. Sometimes... It'll say there's too many people using the account when it's literally just me and like maybe like my parents' TV back home.
Really?
Do you get that, or do you have like a premium of like Fubo or something? Because I heard there's like a higher plan where you get like 10 devices or something. I'm like, that's great. I just don't have. I don't think we have. You know, it's worth it. No, because the thing was, I would use Xfinity Stream if I could.
I used to share. Well, I try to share. Ironically, I put out the live stream to a few people, my parents and a few of my friends, and I swear, Fubo, you don't cooperate.
Maybe we go to USA Network's site.
If need be, if I need to log into my Fubo, I will.
I'll just log into yours because mine's been annoying. Log into yours or go to usanetwork.com. And you can sign in with Fubo there.
Minutes to fix this situation. Technical difficulties,
folks. This is the thrill of a live stream. While I'm at, I can get it on my computer at least. What? I need to add this channel. It says, "Uh-oh, you need to add this channel." Well, that's really ironic. Yeah. But yeah, no, we're gonna fix that. While we're at it, I can get you the live stats. We'll just kind of react to that while we were here. I apologize for the technical difficulties because apparently we need to be ridiculous today. Wow, we would totally miss a lot here because like Dinkins just made a 3. No, they called it a 2. Okay, that was mean. That was foul. Oh yeah. Also, there's the Four Nations on. We can talk about that at halftime, actually. Okay, so now we're back. We've gotten to the point where Dinkins is going to hit this jumper here. We presume it's going to be a long jumper. And yeah, there you go. It was a long jumper. They called it a 3 at first, reverted back to a 2, and we're back. We're good. Okay.
I fixed it.
Good job, Nick.
I don't know why your Fubo was being so weird.
That is really odd. Like, I don't remember Fubo being so annoying like that. Okay. I have the roster up now. Fun fact, guys.
Finally got things working.
Posh Alexander. He's going to go in. I think that was Keys. Yeah, like blocked it. He turned it over. Corbett turned it over. Now a shot by Alexander. He missed it again, but the Dukes can't get the rebound. Now it was Hamad Musa who got it. Alexander fakes, gives inside to Keys, who's being just held by Kareem. Not much that Rozier could do, to be honest. He got caught in a bad situation there.
The situation, and this will always be the thing that people try to take advantage of when Kareem's on the court, his size.
Yeah.
They always want to get him in mismatches.
Which is a shame, because he really is he is a tenacious defender, and like
there's only so much you can do when you're being overshadowed by almost a foot.
I think yeah, a foot. Yeah, I think he's like 5'10".
He's had some games where he's been really good defensively. Like I always think back to the BYU game.
Yeah,
there were so many times he got put
clamps,
on.
Man.
There were so many times he got put on like their 4s and 5s.
And like Big 12 players are like taller than A10 guys. Wow, that is an incredible bucket by Javon Bennett. That thing was like a moon ball in the air.
Definition of a floater right there.
It's a floater.
Just stayed in the air forever.
Here's Dinkins bringing it up. It's at the top of the key. Duquesne leads 23-22 with 9:39 left in the first half. A good start for Drew Joyce's squad. Dinkins looks to dance. He's got the mismatch on Latong. Puts inside for Corbett. He put it only where Corbett could get it. And he puts it up and in.
The pass was the last thing I was expecting.
Fantastic pass.
He beat his man and threw a pass that.
I didn't think he had a good look on the rim though. I think he was going to be screwed.
You think?
I think he had to pass it. I mean, we've seen Dinkins make some pretty good shots. Yeah, you can't leave Latong open like that. So get lucky he missed. They got burned. They got burned by Latong a couple of times when they last played. Dinkins looking to dance again. Gives a Corbett. There's no mismatch for Dinkins, so he couldn't dance much more.
That's like a funny bounce off of...
Dinkins fakes. He's got a wide open look. He's got it!
Oh, wow.
Dinkins gets it again. Duquesne leads 28-22.
This is an unbelievable start by Duquesne. You never see this team start out.
And there's no luck involved with this start. They have played great basketball so far tonight.
No, it's been unbelievable.
Yeah, Cheeks has a mismatch on Corbett. Look out for that. Cheeks fakes. Corbett swings. Cheeks got it back somehow. And it's
Alan Dixon.
Latong who gets in for a nice look inside. Dixon fouls him. Wow, that was chaos.
Fun fact, I wanted to ask, is it Latang or Latong?
Latong. Everyone thought it was Latang, but I'm like,
it's spelled the same way like Chris Latang for the Penguins. I was thinking about that.
There's actually an apostrophe.
Is there an apostrophe on the jersey?
L apostrophe E. Yeah.
Is there an apostrophe on his jersey?
Yes. El Atong is how it's like phonetically put out.
Yeah. No, right there.
Latong, yeah. So that is how. Oh, he missed the first one. Latong, he missed it. Okay, I shouldn't say that. But
I mean, overall, they've
done
a
very good funny
job.
though, because he played really well in Pittsburgh.
There's
a Chris Latang in this city that plays pretty well. Emil Latong. The second free throw is good. That one looked a little better than the first one. Dayton trails by 5. 8:23 left in the first. It's funny, whenever Duquesne ends up having a lead on Dayton, it feels like time goes by forever. It feels like it should be the end of the first half. No, it's not. We got 8:15 left.
Minutes left.
It doesn't feel like we're anywhere close. Duquesne has made their last 4 field goal attempts. Netchus gives to Edwards. Edwards jacks up a 3. Got it! Max Edwards. Duquesne is white hot from the 3-point line. They lead by 8.
Nuts. That was heavily contested. It was almost like the same shot he bricked badly the first time, and he just drained it.
Wow. Duquesne is 6 for 10 from the 3-point line.
God.
Here's Santos. Gets a left corner that was. Fake by Benny, drove in. No good. Rebound, Latong, he lost it. Netchus has it.
Stripped by Netchus. What a play.
Netchus, a point forward, gives to Corbett. Puts it up. And the foul, if they call it, if they count it, they should count it.
I think they're going to call the foul before he shoots it.
Regardless, Duquesne is going to get the ball. When we come back, they lead 31-23 with 7:31 to go in the first half. What a start from the Dukes. You couldn't ask for much more.
Yeah, they called it just a foul on Nate Santos.
That's stupid. I can't believe that's not an and one.
The reason I think
that is ridiculous.
He had to take like 2 or 3 steps before he got the foul before he took like 2 steps before taking a shot.
I'm watching too much NBA, which is actually ironic because I get. Oh, I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get into that, to be honest. Not until halftime.
I still have you.
Not until halftime, man. They called on Santos. That was a block, by the way. So Duquesne is shooting 60%. Sorry, that's a lie. Not a lie in the sense that they're shooting 60% from the 3-point line, but what I was getting at, so they're shooting 67% from the field. 60% from the 3-point line, so 67 and 60 are their splits. Yeah. Dayton is still shooting 56% from the field. It's not like Dayton's shooting bad.
They're shooting very good as well.
It is that Duquesne is playing really good offensive basketball. They're getting the stops they need. They're not getting they're not
playing great on defense.
They're not
completely bad.
Yeah, they're not playing good. But they're not playing bad. They're not completely clamping them up, but they have gotten some stops.
Haven't most of their points been by Cheeks, or has it been a few guys?
They have 7 points from Cheeks. He is their leading scorer.
Has 5 as well.
Yeah, Malachi Smith has 5. Smith didn't really have a good game in the first time these two played. Smith was 0 for 2. He only had 3 points. Oof. He had 3 free throws. 3 for 30 from the line.
Big thing I see right there, Javon Bennett's got a big goose egg right now.
Yeah, and Bennett had 16 points.
He cooked us bad.
16 points. 3 rebounds, 3 assists. He ended up fouling out that game, by the way, Javon Bennett, which is ironic because he probably would have had more. He only played 29 minutes. Probably would have had more, guys.
So I guess let's give a quick little update around the A10 as it stands. The first game was.
Do we want to talk about the?
Well, we'll get to that in a second as the game is getting ready to come back in a little bit.
Bonaventure, right?
St. Bonaventure destroyed UMass.
That was close in the beginning, but then Bonaventure's a good team. I'm not gonna lie.
No, they
got Chance
really
Moore
this year.
They got Melvin Council. They had a tough start to conference play. I mean, they beat VCU, but beside that, after that, it kind of went downhill after they lost to Duquesne.
And then in the game of the day, George Mason.
So far,
yeah, in the second game of the day, George Mason and St. Joe's went back and forth to the final shot, and Eric Reynolds just could not drain the last shot, and they walked. Mason escapes one at home, 58-57. So
that shot hit the left corner of the rim.
Missed by this much.
Missed it by that much.
Sometimes that's.
Here's Netchus, gives right back to Dinkins, who had inbounded. It was sketchy, didn't step out of bounds. Dinkins guarded by, I believe that is Simon. Here's Dinkins.
Simon, yeah.
Dinkins trying to dance around Simon. He's doing a great job defending him. Dinkins now gives to Netchus. Netchus jacks up a three. No good. Rebound while Crawford tipped it away. And they calling a foul, I think. Yeah, they called. Definitely not Crawford. Crawford just slapped out of bounds from my view, but so they're showing another replay on that. But I want to know if they called the foul on. It looks like they called on Pasha. Yeah, they called on Alexander.
Huh.
Alexander gets called for the foul. Netchus gives it Edwards. Edwards on the left wing.
It's interesting how they're handling the inbounding there. They're letting Netchus just stand up open down.
Netchus, a great pass to Corbett. He couldn't get it to go, but a foul's called. It's going to be called on Simon.
We talked about being able to draw fouls. That's what they've needed right now.
Wow, Duquesne, this has been a start that I don't think any Duquesne fan imagined.
No.
Wow.
We've talked about the fact that they can't get over 65 points most of the time. As it stands,
they're halfway there. Almost
halfway there. If you could drain the shot, it'll make it about halfway there.
You won't get evenly halfway there, but actually you would. 30. He made the first free throw. Second time he has made the first free throw. He missed the second free throw last time. We'll see what he does here. But technically, to get over 65 points, you need 66.
Save for the Cleary game. So this has probably been one of their best first half offense.
And I feel like the Cleary game was wow, yeah, he missed second free throw again. That's what we get for rejoicing. I think no pun intended. But St. Bonaventure game I think St. Bonaventure was the last good game.
Yeah.
The last real good offensive game. Wow. Alexander gives left side for Jack. Now left corner three. From, I don't know who that was. Yeah, Musa. No good. Doesn't matter.
It looked like a deep two, but yeah, no.
Yeah, it might have been a deep two regardless. Edwards gets an open look for three. Got it!
My God.
Max Edwards. Duquesne leads by 12 with 6:20 to go in the first.
When did Edwards start being able to take really deep threes? These are not ones
Zed
right
Key
on the line. These are
has
two
in the
or three
post.
Wow.
Yeah, they agreed. They are far threes. Just got it out. Musa driving in, and that's a reach in on Edwards. They're going to call that foul. And, wow, so Duquesne has 35 points in the first quarter. I'll have to go back and do some looking, but that probably is the most they put up in the first half all year against a D1 opponent, because Cleary, I believe, was NAIA. I don't think they were D1.
Did you see the message from Dylan?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Shout out Dylan Pfister. By the way, if you saw the intro, his name's in there. I gotta look at this.
Yeah.
I'm too used to looking at this one because that's where my.
I always forget. I keep the intro graphic in there because I keep forgetting to make a line. Everyone. Folks,
You'd expect for DSTV we have.
I am the producer who helps with a lot of the pregame stuff. Yes, I am lazy.
It's okay. Wow. Key missed a wide open putback jumper or layup. No good now. Here's Jack driving in. He got it.
That bordered on.
That's Jacob Connor.
Oh, okay.
My apologies. Wow. Someone went flying. That was Alexander. Alexander's limping a little bit, holding his right, looks like either calf or hammy.
Yeah.
Or not hammy, thigh, it would be. Maybe that is calf. I don't know. Don't. I'm not the best medical expert. Here's Crawford. Crawford on the left side, left wing three. No good. No. Sorry, I was a right wing, but it was more
the front of the rim.
Towards top of the key. Connor's gonna try for three. That's a big shot. He got it. And Dayton has cut the lead to 7.
That's a great shot from Connor.
That's good transition offense from the Dayton Flyers. UD Arena looks to be trying to get the Flyers to come alive here. Down low in the left post is Dixon. He has the mismatch on Santos, and they're going to call him for a travel. Wow, that is a missed opportunity there. I'll tell you what.
Never got his feet set.
Yeah, he is moving there. Yep.
Just kept. I don't know why he kept shuffling so much. He
looked like
durable a little bit.
He looked like the penguin from Happy Feet. That's I don't know if I've said this story before, but in elementary school, when my brother Andrew played basketball, there was a kid that would always, when he would get the ball, I mean, it's second grade, man, like they didn't know what they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
And when he would get the ball, he wouldn't dribble. He'd like on like his tippy toes, just like no, he would like get on his head, like he would like take like 5 extra steps for dribbles, and we'd be like, oh, Happy Feet.
I used to be that way when I was.
It was the movie at the time.
I used to be that way when I was in elementary and middle school as well, until I actually learned how to play basketball. And not saying my dribbling is good, because trust me, it's not. Every time I've tried to do like in between the legs, it just bounces off my calf and just rolls off into the distance. But
by the way, if Duquesne wins this game, they're better than Marquette, right? By the rule of law, we are better than Marquette.
No. Absolutely not.
Yes. I didn't hear the echo from that.
Absolutely not.
No. Regardless, Duquesne 35, Dayton 28. Santos is going to inbound. He really forced that travel on Dixon, made him uncomfortable in not the left post, the right post. But important important string of possessions here for Duquesne. They hold a lead of 7. They're up by 12 just a few seconds ago, and a quick 5-0 spurt puts Dayton back within single digits. Latong fakes a 3. That just stayed with him. Santos wide open in the right corner. No good. Rebounded by Maximus Edwards.
I'm showing the standings right now. Dayton
3-13. So Dayton is third. Oh,
third.
That deflects off a foot of a Flyer. Goes out to Crawford. Crawford almost got the handoff. Dixon ended up faking the handoff. Puts it up on the drive. No good. They're going to call a foul, I believe.
On Santos, I think.
Was that on the shot?
I think it was on the shot up on Dixon. So I think Dixon's going to go to the line.
Yeah, if it's on the shot, then Dixon will go to the line for 2.
Yep. Which
isn't encouraging, unfortunately, with how. Or wait, no, that's not on Dixon.
It's going to be on Netches.
Or not on Netches. Netches draws a foul. Duquesne is not
on the rebound.
Bonus, but then I don't understand how Netches would go to the line if it was on the rebound.
He proceeds to break his first 3.
Doesn't matter. He missed the first one. Netches hasn't been terrible from the line. I really haven't.
He's not,
I haven't been like Netches hasn't stood out as a bad free throw shooter. He makes a second. Yeah,
right,
he feels steadier at the line than like 5 other guys on this team. So, I mean, you got to take your positives.
Doesn't feel the most.
It's not great. It's not like I'm saying this is like fantastic. I just literally. How it feels. Posh Alexander he got doubled there. He got away from it. He's at the Dayton logo, holding with it. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Next timeout will be our media timeouts. Unless they stop it in 2 seconds here. No, they won't. Okay.
They're going to drive in.
Alexander tries to get it to a cutting Santos, but Dinkins was there. Dinkins now on the break. It goes back to 5-on-5, but Dinkins still has it in the left corner. Gives for Dixon, and he couldn't handle it. He lost it. Santos on the break. Only one back is Ronski, and they called on Dixon. That is a disastrous sequence from David Dixon. He's had a brutal last minute.
That's just careless. It just
let in Dayton back in the game.
And Santos just gets a free look. And then just smacks him on the shoulder as well. That's just poor play.
Can't do that.
And it's frustrating as well because it seems like he was finally starting to get himself rolling the last 2 games.
Yeah. Yep.
And he's had a brutal game against Dayton so far. 2 really costly turnovers, and just a really bad, just an errant foul.
It really is. That is not the foul.
I'd like to think at some point they're going to switch up their transition to full court. Bro.
See, it isn't just mine, I guess.
Duke, do you hate us this much today?
Dude,
Duquesne's been so bad.
He's been really bad lately. I'm not gonna lie.
For reference, again, two of my friends who are currently probably watching the stream, we play Dynasty on NCAA 25, and my internet's so bad
because of DukeNet, man.
I can barely play like every other play. It's so bad.
Oh my god.
Guess he's gonna have to go reload the stream.
Woo! This guy has a lot of fun reloading the stream. Now here's a guy. So peculiar why this is being so bad. Woo!
It'll fix itself. Stay fixed.
Good. Now, this, I know, you're going to get to half here, and, you can reset, but I really think these final 3 minutes and 44 seconds are huge.
Oh, yeah.
For Duquesne. They cannot go down in this game. They got to maintain a lead. They got to really I think they had to outscore Dayton in the final 3:44 of this half, and I think they can.
They got to keep a lead, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Because they've played so well through this.
What even is like a 2-point lead? Why is it frozen?
My God.
Huh. I don't understand. Why are we frozen on Sky Rizzy? Sky Rizzy!
Dang.
Oh wait, maybe it's just the No, it was this. That's weird. Okay, so Santos going to the line. He can make it a 5-point game with this free throw. And he only gets one. This is scuffed, dude. Welcome back to DSTV. I liked when the games are on ESPN Plus. It actually works better.
Your boy might have to just grab the mouse.
Okay.
In the second
You
half.
might honestly have to.
I might just have to bring the mouse out
The
here
mouse.
and sit it right next to
Here's
my
Crawford.
mouse.
Crawford driving in on the tongue. No good rebound. El Wilborn couldn't jam it home. Wow, that just rimmed out. Wow, Santos beat Dinkins to that pass. Driving in was Bennett out to the left wing is Cheeks. Cheeks guarded by Ronsky.
Kind of a mismatch on
Put
Cheeks.
it up,
Gonna be a foul.
and they call a foul on Wilborn. So going to the line to make it a possible 3-point game is going to be Enoch Cheeks.
Shout out to everybody who's tuned in. So far, we got 23
Holy crud.
That's
got to be the best. I think it's got to be
I think our first one got about 38 or 35 against which one was the first? St. Joe's.
Yeah. Joan just said, gotta stay toe-to-toe with them. It's going to be a shootout. I'm like, yeah. I just don't think that Duquesne is built to win a shootout. First free throws missed. I don't think Duquesne is going to shoot as well as they did in the first 15 minutes for the rest of the they need to do that again for a 5-minute stretch in the second half to stay
easily in this game.
Yeah, and that's the problem.
That's
gonna be a weird one. Now it's a bad pass, but they forced Santos to bite at that. He couldn't quite keep it in. Duquesne ball. 3:19 left in the first half. Good heavens. 36-32. Duquesne over Dayton.
They're not trying to press or double team at all on transitions because when they forced a lot of mistakes with Loyola Chicago, it came at the hands of that.
Crawford driving in. He has I think it's a mismatch on Cheeks. Cheeks plays great defense there. Wilborn gets it back.
Great rebound
on an offensive rebound. Shot clock resets. Here's Ronsky. Lost it. But he gets it back. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Ronsky driving in. He's fouled. What was that?
That was certainly something.
Woo!
That was something.
Good God. This is horrifying.
Back and forth between Bennett.
This is a horror movie.
Then Bennett lost the ball. Horonsky took it back, drove in, and somehow drew a foul. Good job from him.
I don't know what's going on right now.
It's been a weird game.
I know it's going to be a good one tonight. MSU versus Illinois.
Oh, yeah. And Horonsky's first shot's in.
There we go. Good for you, though, Matus.
I'm not going to say that, but...
Illinois is at home. hosting number 11 in the nation, MSU. That's a good game.
Oh, that's going to be a really good
If
game.
MSU can win that, that's a huge statement. MSU, they're playing Illinois. Illinois at home. So Illinois got the home court advantage.
Oh, my God.
MSU lost earlier this week to Indiana. That game frustrated me. That's a 6-point game.
Tying his career high tonight with 13, or today with 13.
Good call on that. I totally forgot about it because he hadn't scored.
I was thinking about that when he went to the line.
38-32. Duquesne leads. Santos has it at the right wing. Gives over for Key. Now left side. With it is, I believe that, it was Smith. Now right wing. Step back three for Chakes. He missed it all. And now Netches has it. 2-on-2, 3-on-2 now. Netches with the smaller defender on him. Puts it up and in.
Woohoo!
40-32. 2:15 left. Netches. We said this was a big stretch for Duquesne. They have been strong in the first minute of this stretch. They got 2 minutes to go now.
I was on Santos again, and they're finally starting to use their size to match up against Santos, and I think Netches is the perfect guy to beat someone like Nate Santos.
Yeah. Here's Cheeks, gives over for Smith. Smith with 7 seconds, 6, now 5. Guarded by Crawford. Contested at the free throw line. Takes 2 steps in on the runner, no good.
Foul.
And they
call. I think it's going to be a foul.
No, I think that's a shot clock violation. Unless they got, or unless Keys forced something on the rebound. I don't think they.
On Horansky.
That's a bad call. That's not a good call. I'm sorry.
He got the arm over his shoulder.
I'm pretty sure the shot clock expired by that point.
No,
but
he had enough time to get a shot off. He had like 0.5.
Well, yeah, but like once he goes, I don't know about that. I don't know about that one, man. They're reviewing it.
I don't know.
I think they're reviewing. You should review it. I don't know about that one, Chief. Yeah, I don't know about that, dude. That was ridiculous.
I could understand.
From my view, I think
when you put the arm over the shoulder, you will get that called.
But they can't review the foul call. They have to review that. Just
you had enough time to get.
Wow, that's just it's a bad call. It's a bad foul. First off, let's get this straight. Shouldn't have reached his arm over. He has to know the timing of the shot clock, and then maybe I'm asking for too much.
Sometimes it's
maybe
really
I'm
hard,
not,
in
but
the case of that, it was
like
3 seconds left. He got the rebound, and sometimes just like that split second.
I would like some situational awareness, but I know that's like A-grade situational awareness. Like he gets a rebound, he's got to go right up, and you could be right there with your hand to just block it. But man, I can't. You can hate crashing the boards hard, but I just don't like the foul call. I think it's ridiculous. So I would have been. I thought they almost would have. Maybe he tried to put it up. Did he try to put it up? I don't think he ever came down. So maybe they're calling it on a shot, I guess. Maybe that's what they were reviewing. And it's totally possible.
I think they're trying to see if it was the rebound versus the shot to see if it was
and I think,
1-1 or 2.
Yeah.
I think they're going to call it
Let's see.
2.
Oh, we're going to find out on this free throw if we see any movements. Yeah, Zed Key had 14 points in the last game, only 3 rebounds, which I almost feel like he'd be better at rebounding.
You'd think, yeah.
So one would think, yeah, it's 2 free throws. First free throw is good. Oh, man. And 27 views. Really appreciate it, guys.
Well, you guys have been awesome.
Watch, yeah, heck yeah. Highest we have had for concurrent viewers is 4. Key's second free throw is good. Easy right there. And now here's Corbett's, who will inbound.
While you're doing that, I'm going to be pulling up something.
All right. Here's
St.
Rozier.
Joseph one was 39, and the Richmond was 22.
Huh. All right, Rozier has it. 1:38 left in the first half. Duquesne leads 40-34. Rozier on the right wing now at the Fifth Third Bank logo. Gets over to the top of the key now. Gives to Ronsky. Ronsky fakes on the left wing. Goes in. Puts it up. No good. Rebound. Corbett, he got it.
Good effort down low from Corbett.
Chashawn Corbett. A huge shot for Duquesne. They lead by 8 with 1:10 to go in the first half. Here's Santos. Gives over for Malachi Smith at the top of the key with his left foot on the logo. Corbett averaging 2 a game. They're going to call a foul off the ball. That's going to be on Matus. Matus is going to get his first foul, I think, of the game.
Second.
So
he was the one who drew the foul on the 2 shots against Key.
Mm-hmm. So, luckily for Matus, it is almost the end of the first half, so you just got to be careful in this final minutes to not pick up a third.
Yeah, they got 3 guys currently sitting on 2 fouls.
That is one of the
Dixon, Hronsky, and Wilborn.
That is one of the that's a problem, man. So now you got those 2 with 2 fouls. You got to play a little smaller. Now I know Netchus and Corbett are not like small and like weaker guys inside. They got size and they're pretty solid rebounders and defenders.
Yeah.
But it does also put you at a disadvantage where you can cycle through a couple of guys and a couple more options, right? Like
the issue is right now
you got no options
you
now.
really can't play Dixon right now. He's getting beat bad by Dayton.
And that's the other thing. You're going to have to put him in at some points because you can't run those guys dead, but if he feels like a viability out there. Love Dave, but I think right now just not having a great first half.
Cheeks up to 11 points. Jeez.
Things change, but inbounded Dinkins and he lost it. And
that's going to get called.
Wow, they call a foul. That is just that's a backbreaker right there. That's a second time Duquesne has had a tough time handling the ball off a pass and has led to what presumably will now be points on the other end.
I think he just bobbled it.
And that's just unfortunate right there.
Little mistakes like that are going to come back and cost you.
Cheeks is a great free throw shooter, 85%, 7th in the A10. He's 3 for 4 tonight.
Guy's up and good.
He's 4 for 5 now. Wow, this has just been. Duquesne should be up in this one by.
Just making too many little mistakes.
Duquesne should be up in this game by double digits right now, and I know it's something I never thought I would say, but the way that Duquesne has played offensively has been great. But there is just 8 turnovers, and some of those most of those turnovers. I'll have to look at the points off turnovers for Dayton, but it has felt like those points have killed them. Wow! And Corbett almost threw it into the 15th row. Here's Dinkins at the logo. He's got 43 seconds. Duquesne wants to get to half with a lead. They would like a bucket here. Dinkins dancing now puts it up. He got it. Big bucket from Trey Dinkins. And Duquesne leads by 6 with 29 seconds left. A 3-second differential, more closer to a 4-second differential between the shot and game clock. Here's Bennett. Gives over for Santos at the top of the key, guarded by Corbett. Santos will put up a 3. No good. Rebound. Key jams it home. Duquesne was not there on the offensive glass. Now 5 seconds. 3, 2. Rozier's got to put it up. He misses just barely. He got it off in time. Can't get it to go. Duquesne leads at the half over Dayton 44-40. It feels like they should be up by a little more, but still a good half offensively for the Duquesne Dukes. They're just going to need some stops in the second half.
They've had like some really good moments, and they've just had some times where they've just made some really careless mistakes.
Yeah.
That's a great rebound from Key, and he just slams that.
Yeah. Wow, it just feels like they played better. They played well enough to have a bigger than 4-point lead, and that's due to some turnovers.
It was just too many mistakes.
Simply put, it is just due to that, and you gotta tighten up.
They've had 10 fast break points. They've had 8 second chance points. And the big thing for Dayton, 13 points off turnovers.
Yeah.
That's careless. If you look at Duquesne, 2 points off turnovers.
Yeah. I mean, they've only gotten 4 turnovers, but the 8 turnovers Duquesne has had have led to 13 points off turnovers for Dayton. And
you can't keep making mistakes and leaving them in the game. And letting them back in the game. It's just
that has been the story. The story has been Duquesne should be up by more. However, their turnovers have really let them down in a sense. So we'll have to see what happens. We're gonna get to some score updates around not just the A-10, but college basketball, because there's a lot to unpack on a day like this. Got Auburn, Alabama today.
Ooh.
That's going to be a beaut. That's at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, I think the other 2 games today are not on yet.
So LaSalle, Rhode Island's on F4. GW Davidson on F4 as well. And Fordham versus Richmond on at 6 p.m. tonight. That's 3-8 and 3-9 teams. So not exactly a barn burner from the looks of it, but there's a lot of teams in the A-10 that are just like hovering out around 500. It's a real pillow fight.
Well, especially with how it stands, like we said, Duquesne's the 9 seed. I thought they'd be playing GW. Yeah. It's actually Davidson they would be playing if the season ended today.
Yeah.
And
I could get with Davidson personally.
Oh, dang. It's doing the thing again. I'll update it in a minute.
Yeah, it's at half.
I mean, you've said it best with it's just being really contested. Loyola Chicago, who Duquesne beat, they're 4th, and yet they're 7-5 in conference play.
Yep.
St. Louis is 7-6. They've really struggled down the last few games. St. Joe's is 6-6 and blew a golden opportunity to win today. UMass is 6-7. Duquesne is 5-6. Davidson's 5-6. St. Bonaventure is 6-8, despite being 18-9 on the year.
Only team I really doubt, I have doubts about Duquesne having a chance at beating is VCU. Aside from that, I think they could beat anyone in this conference. Yeah. Maybe I'm wrong with SLU. I know SLU is pretty good. I don't know about how they match up against SLU, but they done well with Reynolds. I don't know how they'll do with Avila, but we'll see. We'll see because they play them in March.
That sums it up. They've been on a 3-game losing streak, St. Louis. They lost to St. Joe's by 13, lost to George Mason, a heartbreaker in OT.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Lost by 9 to Loyola Chicago.
That was when Swope had that.
Yesterday.
Yeah, that was when Swope had that game-tying shot earlier this week. That was a heck of a shot.
It was.
But just didn't result in a win. So they're sitting at 5th. Loyola Chicago, by the way, at 7-5 is literally the 4 seed. Mm-hmm. They're a top 4 seed. So Duquesne literally, they still have an. It's crazy to say, but they have an opportunity to get into the top 4. They're a game and a half behind.
Literally winning
and beating this game would
jumps them to 7th.
I mean, it's just there's a lot of opportunities for Duquesne upcoming with Fordham. They're on the road against Bonaventure. It's going to be a tough one. Then they get LaSalle. You got to beat LaSalle, just for the purposes of I can't stand LaSalle, but beside the point. It's beside the point. Anyways, we're gonna be back for a stream. I'd assume on Saturday. Yeah, we'll do it on Saturday, not next Saturday. That is for Bonaventure. Yeah. I'll be around for that.
The Bonnie game?
Yeah, the Bonnie game will be a big one. Then on Wednesday, they're on the road against LaSalle.
We got 2 more streams before.
This is last 2. Not last 2 because I won't be.
You probably won't be back for the St. Louis game, would you?
I'm not sure. I gotta figure that out. I might be. I don't know. It's on the road, which is like I'm not like in a rush to get back. You know, like if it was at home, I'd be like, last game I gotta be here.
So we probably
could do virtual for that, but I don't know. That could be a whole experience, man. So I don't know. I think we wait until we gotta also figure out the A-10 tournament. That is fastly approaching.
That is quickly coming up on the 12th of March.
They're playing on the 12th or the 13th.
At Capital One Arena. Mm-hmm. Not too far from
hometown. Yep.
Yes, sir.
I might drive.
I will be driving.
Might be driving. Yeah. So
I just have to figure out if I'm staying or if I'm coming back to school for like a grand total of a day or 2.
Grand total.
Well, the issue for me is, and I'm gonna say it to everybody because a lot of it kind of depends on how Duquesne fares out. If they finish in the top 9, then
if they finish top 9,
I'll come back here.
If they finish in the top 9, or like the way they play the last couple of games have been more encouraging.
This game has been insanely encouraging, save for one mistake. But that one mistake is keeping them in it.
Yeah. So I think that like at the end of the day, man, there's a lot of like incentive now for going to a tournament. We walked back after the Richmond broadcast we had here, and we were questioning a lot because the way they looked, you're like, are they even going to win a game? Is it worth it? It's worth it, man. We're going.
Oh, we're 100%.
We're going. I just was like, dude, again, man.
I'll sit here and say it. Because remember the games that were back-to-back? It was Fordham and Richmond, I'm pretty
sure.
Was
it?
No,
UMass
was the sandwich in between. Where's
it? Yes, Fordham Fordham St. Joe's.
Oh, so Fordham we
and that was a first.
Rutgers, and then we
that was the first one with St. Joe's.
Was the first live stream.
Yeah.
And that game I didn't feel it was that bad, but it was just rough. It was when I saw the stats for UMass because I didn't watch that game. Thank God, because I heard it was terrible.
That one was when I really thought things were starting to take a bad turn. Then it was like
when they lost against Richmond, I said.
But then it's like, they'll probably be Richmond. But I swear to God, if they lose that game. And then they lost, and they're like, oh, boy.
I sat here and said, is this the worst team in the A-10? I said that.
And there was validity and truth to that, the way that things had been going. We should probably fix that, just in case. How long have we been rambling on? Because maybe it's close. I doubt we're close to starting second. We're actually, most likely. Wow, this is gonna be an interesting road to the A-10 tournament here. I'll tell you what. You have Fordham, St. Bonaventure, LaSalle. We said this. You can win all those 3 games. They're all winnable. GMU, VCU, and St. Louis, 3 in a row is just ridiculously tough, man. That's 3 of the top 5 teams in the.
I do think St. Louis is definitely beatable.
Yeah, they're all beatable. Well, okay, VCU I'm not very happy. VCU is at home, so they are beatable. So it's tough, but it's doable. They're all doable. There's varying levels of beatable.
The malice is now here.
Honestly, probably for the best. Honestly, as a whole, every team in the A-10 is beatable. There's no team this year that has been like, dude, no one's beating them. We thought it was Dayton last year.
Had their struggle.
Last year, Dayton was amazing. Duquesne ended up beating them, so that was my first real introduction that anybody can be beat to that concept. So this year, the real best team I feel like has been VCU. I know GMU is 12-1 in conference, and I apologize to GMU fans. I know that I have some GMU fans on Twitter. If you're watching, I apologize. I don't mean this in disrespect. Still a very good George Mason team, and I could be shut up on March 1st. But, I mean, that's just a team I think Duquesne can beat. I think VCU is tougher. VCU scares me more because they have more guys on that roster that were there last year, give a run for your money in the A-10 championship, and have been better than you this year, indisputably.
And the biggest thing for me, I'm cynical. And I think part of the reason I've not been convinced about them is a lot of the wins, especially out-of-conference wins they played. They played NC Central. These are the games I'm going to say.
Yeah, and that's
Central,
the other
Stony
thing.
Brook, Coppin State, Ferrum, James Madison, UNC Asheville, Tulane, Penn, and Mount St. Mary's. Forgive me if I don't think that's really impressive.
I just think that once you're deep enough into conference play, you can throw that out the window if you go 12-1 in conference. And with some of their wins in conference, have been really impressive. They beat Dayton. They beat Bonaventure on the road.
They've done a good job. They've been able to hold on.
They beat St. Louis on the road, and that is a big-time win.
The one thing I said, they're really good in tight games. They've been unbelievable in that situation this season.
They're a good team, man. Oh, boy. Whoop, that's a nut shot. That hurts.
He caught it right in the
Yep,
fruit
and he
basket.
got ejected. And he's kissing the fans goodbye.
He got caught right in the fruit basket there.
For record, we're watching highlights of the Wisconsin-Purdue game. Purdue up by 3. Wow, that's a heck of a shot.
Dang.
Now it's tied. Wonder if this game actually. Oh no, it was. Yeah, it was already on. I think. Yeah. Whoa.
But
whoa, Wisco.
Things have just been. I don't know. It's been one of those seasons where it's felt really weird watching Duquesne basketball.
This has been probably the oddest year of Duquesne basketball for me, at least. I thought that. I mean, 22-23 that season was my first real year with Duquesne, at Duquesne, and I was a fan for that year. So, I had a lot of fun that year. That was a lot of fun watching that team.
Mm-hmm.
Last year was the greatest season of college. That was my favorite. It will probably go down in the end as the
best thing
if I do go down this career path and I do get to do stuff like this for the rest of my life, I don't think it will ever beat the first time doing March Madness like that.
Nothing's gonna beat that.
Nothing's gonna beat that. That was awesome.
Is a wild experience.
Yeah, and I know that it's like, okay, now this year it's gonna look like a downer season in comparison. Of course, that's okay. I get that, and I've filtered that out to realize that this season has just not just been such an up and down roller coaster. It is nothing like any season I've ever seen.
When you're 10-14 overall, in comparison to everyone else, to be 9th right now feels kind of like you're getting let off a little easy. For
sure, but that's A10. I think it always goes back to how ridiculously chaotic the A10 has been. I'll tell you what, Duquesne, they started. Where they start this year? Like if you look at the record since that starts, they're playing 500 basketball. They started out. They start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They started out 0-6. 0-6, 1-6, 1-7. Since the 1-7 mark of the season, they are 9-7. They're 2 games above 500 since then. They've played that starts. Was a lot of just so many transfers, so many new faces, new coach. The way they played since then, much better than how they. The first 6 games were the worst I've ever seen a team play. So I think that since that point, I think it's a positive you can take.
No, it definitely is. When you go from
no matter what,
even if it's not the best record, going from 0-6 to 10-8 is definitely a big improvement.
I'm really interested to see how next year goes. I know it's like, oh, Jack, you have to find out what happens this year before you think about next year. No, I'm actually really curious. Tinkins is a senior. Corbett is a senior. Unfortunately, Alex Williams is a senior. I was actually excited to see him play from Furman. I think he's had injuries. He might redshirt. And we'll see him for another year.
But they got a lot of guys.
They do have a couple of guys. They do have a couple of guys that will stick around. Yeah, Dinkins and Corbett are going to be gone. But you'll have Crawford for another year. Dixon for another year. Rozier for another year. Chabi for another year. Netchis becomes a junior. Edwards is a redshirt junior.
So he'll have another year.
Ronsky is a junior. I guess you got Jaden Brown for another year. Jaden Brown's a freshman. I've heard good things about him.
Wilborn will be a junior.
Wilborn will be a junior. DeMichael will be a junior.
And hopefully he'll be healthy.
And Brandon Hall from Howard will be a junior.
I forgot about it.
And he suffered a season-ending injury at Howard. Ooh. He was averaging 16 points a game.
That's so sad.
So he's got another year. I haven't heard much from him this year. I think he's been injured. I got to go back and actually look at this. I will. I won't say 100%, but this is just. I'd imagine a guy that averaged 16 a game at Howard would get a chance.
Oh, he'll definitely get it.
So I would imagine he's been injured. Yeah, that season-ending injury may be a complication.
He'll definitely get a chance next year if he stays.
Oh, that's Conlon.
The one thing that's been really good with Duquesne, bro, it's just been so frustrating.
Oh, man. Oh, boy. All right, looks like we're back.
You know what? It's just going to sit.
Mike Corey, by the way, he's a good guy. I heard... Mike Corey, I'm pretty sure, follows me on Twitter.
Really?
It was for A10 Talk. We did a space with him, and he was good. He's a noted. Yeah, he follows me back. He is a noted A10 enthusiast. Is he an A10 sicko? I don't know. I'm an A10 sicko. It's on my bio now, so I really am. I just like my own post. What is wrong with me?
All things considered, they've played very good this game, Duquesne. I know it won't mean much if they were to fall short in the second half, but every now and then I feel like you can say...
We can take positives from this one, but it depends on how they play in the second half. If they stay with them till the end, I'll take a positive from this, but if they don't, I don't think it matters.
No, it won't.
I don't think it matters if you can't stick with them in the second half and or win.
I would take this game as a win.
If you can stick with them and or win, that's a heck of a win, and that's a program changing victory.
That's a statement win right there.
It's a program changing victory. We said this at the beginning. They haven't beat them in 13 years. Well, it's 13 years. It's 13 years past the date now. It was February 1st, 2012.
Remember we talked about how anything can happen with the A-10 right now?
Yeah.
As the game gets underway. Third place to 12th place is separated by 2 games
And it's
still.
spinning, puts up, and he got it. 44-42. But go ahead.
Third place and 12th place is separated still by 2 games.
That's incredible. That is just
And this
insane.
would make it even worse if Duquesne were to beat Dayton.
I feel like the way the A-10 has been is anything that can cause chaos will happen.
Yeah.
This has been the 3 through 13. 3 through 13 is a pillow fight. Here's Netchus down low, spinning, puts it up, no good. Rebounded and knocked off of Latong by Netchus. Will give Duquesne the ball here. So they're taking another look. He had the mismatch, a nice spin, but Latong was right there and blocked it away. Here's Dinkins to inbound. He's up for Wilborn. He lost it, and Duquesne will get it back with 2.1 seconds on the shot clock. Not the greatest starts of the half for the Dukes. Well, it really is a catch and shoot. So you can get I wouldn't even have Dinkins inbound the ball. I'd have someone else inbound the ball so you can get him a catch and shoot.
I would think you get someone like Crawford or Nietzsche inbounding the ball.
Yeah. Drew Joyce is talking about something on the court. Not sure what that is.
Trying to see if I think he was upset because he thinks Wilborn got fouled.
Possibility. Netchus catch and shoot 3. No good. Rebounded by Cheeks. He'll bring it up. Gives to Santos. Drops back for Smith. Smith on the left wing, guarded by Ronsky. Not the worst mismatch, but not the best. Latong driving in, spinning on Wilborn. They call a foul. I don't know about that one. But they do call a foul. And Latong has a chance to tie the game with 2 free throws here.
The issue with Wilborn this season has just been the fact he's just not been good at setting his feet down low.
Though I guess it's a block. That's a tough one.
He was going for a block, and I know it is tough, but it's.
I didn't even think he was going for a block. He just got so caught off guard by the spin.
But that's been the
issue. It's like
the
15th time today that
he's just not been good at setting his feet.
That's just like the 15th time Dayton has spun off the ball today, and we've went flying to the other side. By the way, first free throw was missed by Latong. Fair enough. But it still drives me insane. That can't happen.
It can't. It's frustrating.
It's unacceptable. Second free throw is good. Duquesne's lead is down to 1. Mind you, they led by 12 at one point in the first half. And this has just been a ticking time bomb. Netchus guarded by Santos, spins, gets across midcourt, but now they got to get it to Dinkins. Now they give it to Crawford. They can reset the offense now with 16 seconds left on the shot clock. Crawford with it. At the top of the key. He's looking for a pass. He was looking for a pass for 5 seconds there. He finally gets it to Wilborn. Here's Netchus driving in. Somehow kept it with him, and he puts it up and in. With 5 million Dayton Flyers falling to the floor there.
And it looked like he tipped the ball out of his hand at one point.
It did. Wow, that's incredible play by Jakob Netchus. He's played well so far tonight. Here's Latong with it at the top of the key. He gets open for 3. They sold out for a pass. It's no good. Rebound by Ronsky, and he gives to Dinkins. Good stop there for Duquesne. They're going to need a bucket here.
That's one of those
Dinkins, he's going to dance. He fades away, and no good. Rebounded with 4 guys going to the floor for the Flyers, and Dukes, and a nice lob to the right side for Cheeks. He puts it up and in. It's a 1-point game. That was, you had the mismatch. Dinkins just couldn't get it to go. Crawford now driving in. Stops as Santos kind of fronted him. Now 3 from Netchus. Heavily contested. No good. And it will go out of bounds off the miss. And Dayton will get the ball.
Right there is just...
Malachi Smith. Wow. That's a textbook. It's about as textbook as you can get with a lob.
No, you can't get a better alley-oop than that.
That was perfect.
Without slamming it down.
And Cheeks and Smith hooking up there for that one. Here's Malachi Smith. He's played better tonight as opposed to the first time these two matched up. Smith driving in, blocked by Wilborn. Dinkins had it lost. And now Latong is a wide-open dunk.
That's Jack, rather. That I've been saying.
Oh, he might have turned it over again. No, he didn't. Wow, miracle. Here's Netchus. Kicks at the corner. Crawford. They need it. It was blocked.
Wow,
it was blocked by Bennett. He came flying in like a projectile missile. By the way, Dayton has the lead now, 47-46. off the careless turnover
it just comes back
by
to
Dinkins.
Points off turnovers again. Another 2 points off of turnovers because Dinkins wasn't paying attention to what was behind him in Bennett. And that was a great steal from Bennett. Literally just ripped it out of his hands, threw out the pass to.
I got a thin air. It was Jack.
It was Jack. I mean, you can't get buckets more free than that. Bennett just had an unbelievable just 2 drives there.
I assume timeout was called. That's why we go to break with 17 to go, and we are. Duquesne is losing now.
Be immediate timeout. Yep.
Immediate timeouts. Huh. I wonder what.
Well, actually, no. 30-second timeout from Duquesne.
Yeah, I was gonna say. That's a good timeout by Duquesne. I think reset here. It's been a brutal start to this game. Can't get much worse. It can't get much worse, but in the span of 3 minutes, you can't have a much worse start than that. Okay. Duquesne led by 12 at one point, like I said, with a 35-23 lead with 6:27 to go in the first half. Since then, they've been outscored 24-11.
Since when?
Since the 6:27 mark in the first half of play. So they last, I guess, 9-10 minutes.
24-11. And half of those points, well, not half, but maybe like 6 to 8 of those points have been off of turnovers.
Probably. Just brutal. Can I get run? Run tracker is what I want.
As it stands, we're up to 36 viewers. Y'all have been phenomenal, so thank you.
I appreciate it.
We're only 3 views away from passing our highest number. Granted, we've only done 3 of these, but
yeah,
it's been a really fun idea. I really enjoyed this. But yeah, to anyone watching, if you've got any questions or anything you want to ask us as well, please feel free to just drop them in chat. For sure.
Yeah, Dayton's outscored them 24-11. And I don't know. You gotta fix it quick.
Again? Oh, I didn't mean to cut the edge work.
Whoops. The edge workplace. Oh my God.
Come on.
Oh. We're bouncing around to random clips of Duquesne getting burned.
Showing highlights, yeah.
All right. Duquesne and so that was just careless. That upsets me,
and again,
man.
that's what gets me frustrated because when they went on those 5-game losing streak, every single time I kept seeing them play like garbage, it was because they kept doing the little things wrong.
Here's Crawford
and that's
driving, gives it Dixon. He lost it, and the Flyers get it back. It's a 3-on-2. The pass for Bennett, and they call a foul. So Duquesne can go down 3 here if Dayton hits their free throws, and they have so far tonight. Oh, man. Wow. Unreal. Whoa. Where's Duquesne shooting like 60% at one point? They're down to 49%. They're 17 of 35 now, which you could argue they've relegated back to the mean. First free throw is missed by Bennett. Like I said, Duquesne needs to stay close in this one. They need a run. They need a run probably soon.
Yeah.
To be honest, after this under 16 timeout, you got to make a run because Dayton started to run away with this one, and it's not going to work to score 65 points in this game. You have to score 70.
I think you got to.
It's scored really like 75, man.
You're still in this game. It's one possession.
Yeah,
there's just no need to start rushing, forcing shots, making bad mistakes.
That's another bad mistake. Crawford turns it over, and now here is Bennett. They're stubborn to their plays. They're being stubborn, and it has been causing them to turn it over. Just not adjusting to the Dayton defense. Santos spinning, turning, putting it up. No good rebound, and it will be a foul call on Dayton. So Duquesne will get the ball back here.
And that's the case of just sometimes forcing stuff that doesn't need to be forced. Yeah, Crawford gets the ball, and he tries to use the mismatch, but he puts it way out in front.
Yeah. Now that is just
that's a case where just throw it up. you got Bennett on Netches. Bennett is the smallest guy on that team. Use that mismatch. Get Netches off the ground. He will beat him 100% of the time.
And Duquesne having trouble getting it in now. They get the Rozier in the corner. Lucky that Rozier is good at getting the ball away because that could have been a disaster. Rozier has it at the top of the key. Duquesne's looking for any steady force on offense. They haven't had it so far to start the second half.
16 points off turnovers.
Yeah, here's Rozier, gives to Wronski. He caught fire in the first half. Rozier has Jack on him. Nice fake. Rozier puts it up, and they call a foul. They should have. It was just a late call. You thought they weren't going to catch it, but that was a foul.
I would have been more concerned if they didn't call a foul there.
I'm still concerned. But
on that hit. He's taking some shots this season. Yeah, just
slapped through the hand. That's certainly a foul. I mean, yeah, he might have gotten ball first, but he slapped him on with his forearm. Yeah.
Matters.
I'm sure Dayton fans didn't think that was a foul call.
The way I look at it, if the Wronski call was a foul, which I do think it was, that's pretty similar.
Yeah, then you can call that a foul. Yeah.
Oh, and as it stands, we just hit 39 views. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Y'all have been phenomenal.
Wow. George Mason was down by 16 points.
That's crazy.
Oh, man. That's a great win for the GMU Patriots. Oh, man.
Yes, I did shout you two out. About NCAA, I did. I was
NCAA.
I feel like sports makes us like crazy a little bit.
This makes us insane. It makes us come across as actually insane. Ugh.
Nothing too.
Oh my God.
I think you need to be just the right amount of mentally insane to do this stuff for a living. To put yourself through this torture.
Certainly not. I'm certainly not feeling quite peachy about this.
Again, like I said, I don't think it's as bad as it seems right now.
Johnny from the Bluff blog said, Dayton shoots like the 72-win Warriors when they play us, which is true. It feels like oh, they're showing when we beat them. The one time we beat the Flyers.
When Day went off.
Day went off. The Michael played again. Jimmy Clark. Bang! Oh, my God, dude.
And the Drame twins. It was such a great. I was so sad I couldn't have been to that.
That was such a great moment, dude. Hey, that's my picture. Give me credit. I'm kidding. I think I have a picture from that, so I just don't remember. I had a lot of photos I had to delete because I had like 50 photos, dude. Oh, my God. Totally bogged up my camera roll. All right, Rozier has a free throw here. He has 2 free throws. He can tie the game with it.
I think that's interesting right there.
Which means he's going to miss it. Oh, my God.
This
team, they can't make a free throw.
I just don't get it.
This team cannot make a free throw if it slapped them in the face.
I just don't know what is so wrong with their form that makes it this bad.
I don't understand. Rozier makes a second free throw.
Okay. They're only down by 1.
Love you, Kareem, but you got to make your free throws.
Again,
hurts them when they don't. So
it does.
Duquesne down by 1. By the way, if they made two free throws instead of missing like 4, they'd be winning right now.
Even if it's not working, I like the fact they finally decided to switch over to this full court press. They haven't done it the entire game.
So now you make them waste like 18 seconds on their on the possession. So which I like, and they turn it over. Duquesne gets the ball.
What did I say?
So we'll see if that continues to work, but that's a great possession. They put pressure on them. You're making this, in essence, you're making them get to start their offense with like 12 seconds, left on the shot clock, and they turn it over again. It's the second time in their own end that they have turned it over off a simple inbound. It's the third time that they had a pass mishandled. This has just been a disaster. This has been a disaster for Duquesne, and it's got to be fixed. It's not hard to fix.
I don't know what's causing the ball to just slip out of their hands right now because it's just simple.
I think Rozier was just too eager. He thought he had it. He ran before he caught it. And a three, no good, and Key gets the rebound. Dixon's brutal night continues, and one Zed Key. Dixon has just had a rough night at the office. Yikes. Dixon and Netches. There was a double team on Key, and somehow Zed Key gets it.
And then I think Edwards got called for the foul.
Duquesne trails by 3 now.
Yeah, Edwards got called for the foul.
15-22 left in the second. Plenty of game left, which I don't know if that makes me happy or upset. And Key's free throw is good. All right, 51-47. Ronci, they get the inbound to him. He caught the ball this time. Well, actually, he hasn't done that yet. Yet, I say. Rozier's got to get across. He does. All right. So now, that's the thing. Duquesne's getting better at breaking through that. They had the 2 turnovers, but they haven't, besides those 2, they haven't been bad with breaking, the pressure from
He's just going to take a 3.
Nietzsche's 3, no good. And now goes to Posh Alexander. Doesn't matter if you can get the possession going, 20, 25 seconds left. It doesn't matter if you can't score. Alexander driving in, blocked by Dixon. 14:50 to go. Duquesne trails by 4.
Alexander looks like he tried to go away from it, and Dixon just.
I don't even think he had, he lost it in midair almost.
Yeah, it kind of looked like the ball rolled out of his fingers a little bit before he was able to take the shot, and he's just coming out of the game.
3 blocks for Dayton, just the 1 for Duquesne right there. Chabi didn't dress again. I think that Duquesne would be a different team if they had DeMichael, man. It really hurts they don't have Jake DeMichael, man. Yeah, that really does hurt.
Losing both of them makes their defense. It makes their defense worse.
You're gonna hope that DeMichael comes back soon, man. Get some runs in before the tourney.
I mean, Chabi's probably their best big guy.
Alexander fakes now, puts up. That's not a foul. Okay, they don't call it a foul. I thought they were gonna call that. Alexander lunged himself into Matouche. They don't call him for the foul.
They do not.
Yeah, so Duquesne gets the ball. They got to break this trap and actually catch the ball this time. I'm sorry. Here's Edwards. Gives for Rozier. Got to get across. They do with a second to spare. Duquesne hasn't scored more than 1 point in the last 4 minutes. By the way, there has been 6 minutes elapsed in the second half, so that's not many.
They've only scored 3 points in the first 6 minutes.
Yep. Edwards gives to Dixon. Once again, stubbornness. You got to stop and reevaluate there. They're forcing it, and it was almost stolen. It's Duquesne ball with 7 seconds left on the shot clock.
Just making errant passes.
It's just stubborn. You don't need to pass that. You gotta. Twos for 3.
And
got it! I almost said that I didn't like that shot, but I guess with not much time on the shot clock, you gotta shoot it. He makes it. It kind of rolled in.
Drain cycle there.
Yeah, oh, God. 51-50. I still feel like negative. I still feel
game is still
negative energy. It doesn't feel like it's a 1-point game. It feels like Duquesne is just
they've just been slow.
Pissed it away. To be honest,
it's just been slow. They have the talent to stay in this game, and
that's going to be Duquesne ball, turned over. So Duquesne's going to get a chance here to take the lead with a bucket on this possession. That was, it was Jacob Connor who turned it over.
It was Jacob Connor.
All right, here's Edwards bringing it up. Okay, guys, you got 3 seconds here to get it across. They do. All right. I like the pressure from Dayton. They made it tough for Duquesne. Duquesne has done a solid job breaking it. They've had a couple of turnovers that have killed them. Corbett driving in almost like solo, and he gets the foul call. So when they come back, Corbett will have a chance to either tie or take the lead. Or actually, they're not going to a break.
No.
You would swear the way they were moving, they were going to a break. Okay. Anyways, you're going to have a chance to tie or take the lead here with 13-16 to go. What is happening?
There.
Yeah.
That's
a tough. Maybe they call that. Maybe they call that because Key got into his landing area. It wasn't with the hands. It was more so with the feet, and like where he got in his area. I think that's probably what they called. I wouldn't have liked it if I was a Dayton fan.
No.
But I'm not, so I like it.
I think it's
I like it. Then.
Sometimes you take what you can get.
Corbett is 2 for 4 from the line tonight. His first free throw is no good. So this time he missed the first free throw. He usually misses the second. Corbett, by the way, heading into this game is a 43% free throw shooter, which you think is incredible. I also agree with you. It's incredibly bad. He needs to be better from the line, but I know what I'm saying is he probably understands, and I'm probably beating a dead horse. But when you have situations like this where you're missing free throws, it's tough to ignore.
Mm-hmm. No,
definitely is. He has a chance of tie with a free throw here. He missed both. So Duquesne does not
and that's the biggest
get
problem
a
when
tie
not
the game.
Fouls, the only guy who is drawing fouls is consistently missing.
Yep.
He's 2 for 6.
They're severely hurting from their free throw shooting tonight. Free throw shooting and turnovers has given Dayton life. That's not a foul. Great defense by Edwards. Dixon, watch out! Wow. Can't make it. They can't make it stress-free, guys.
They've had some really sloppy ball handling in the second half.
Get it across. It's all that matters. Here's Rozier at the top of the key towards the left wing. Now gives to Corbett. He's at the logo. He's guarded by Jack. Corbett driving in. He's looking for someone to kick it out to. They have 4 seconds left. Just a disastrous possession. Dinkins puts up for 3. No good. It was almost rebounded by Corbett. He almost made up for it. He doesn't, though. Fantastic. Here's Cheeks driving in on Edwards. Dixon fouls him. And he's going to go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point game. 12-12 left in the second.
Jack's going to go to the line.
Yeah, 51-50 Dayton.
He just kept getting Edwards jumping, and Dave tried to charge up with him, and he left Jack way too open there. Oh, man. And like I said, those are just little mistakes that just keep coming back to bite them. They're not playing. They're not setting their feet down low. None of their big men have been setting their feet down low. They're getting beat on transition. They're not
that's the first
playing
free throw.
Full court press.
Well, that makes me sit up straight when he misses a free throw. I've seen that often, guys. I almost didn't sit up straight until I saw the color of the jersey.
This will be coming out. At this point,
it's been a tough game for Dave.
You don't want to burn the rest of the guys down, but Dixon has been so much.
Wow. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Corbett.
Dropped the rebound.
Yeah, he dropped the rebound. They missed both. Oh, my goodness. Wow. This has just been. Duquesne has really blew this game.
They've just given him way too many chances.
Wow. Rozier gets it and gives it to Corbett, who's going to jam it home. Duquesne leads.
Despite how ugly things get, all it takes is just one mistake.
Kareem Rozier, give him flowers for that one. I know it's a day after Valentine's Day, but that was a great play.
It was unbelievable.
Bringing energy.
I'm surprised he was able to get that, hold on to it, and get the pass. Like one quick roll.
He's done that a couple times this year. Wow.
And Jack, what a
Williborn just sold out for that one. And we're back on the seesaw. It's 53-52 Dayton with 11:20 to go. You want a heart attack? Here you go.
I want to say this, and you might not agree with me on this. I'm actually glad they're finally having a game like this. Every game this season has been either they have convincingly won or they've gotten embarrassed and lost. They have not had many games like this season.
There's Dinkins.
And if you
with it, I'll get to that in a second.
You want to see a game that tests your resolve. This is a game that's like it. Come on.
It's put up by Corbett. He got it. So I will say the Davidson game was like this. That game, Duquesne did have an advantage in that game, and it looked like I was like, oh, all right, they might run away with this one. They did not. They actually blew that lead. Big surge in the second half by Davidson. They won that game.
Yeah.
They got killed by Reed Bailey, and it feels familiar to that. And when you said it was good is because I think Duquesne has a chance to write that script.
They do.
I think they have a chance to fix their mistakes from that. But the problem is Smith has a mismatch on Eli Wilborn,
wow,
who played as good of defense as you could on that. But Malachi Smith gets it to go.
For a guy who's got good moves in Malachi Smith, Wilborn played that, I think, honestly, as good as he could have.
Oh, my goodness.
That was just a phenomenal
He did get sauced a little bit, but he had a great contest because he's got long arms. Dinkins going to put up a 3. He's got a 3!
That was beautiful.
Dinkins says, screw being on the seesaw.
We're going to keep being on the seesaw here.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Unless Dayton comes back with a 3, then we're back on it, but Duquesne takes a 2-point lead.
On a scoring effort right here, this has been about as good as you could have asked for from Duquesne.
There's still 9:43 left. They got to put up over 70 for me to be happy with their scoring effort. That one put up no good. It didn't look like it was going to be. They're going to call it to go the other way. It's going to be on Jack. Yup.
Yeah.
Wow, Duquesne. I was about to lose my mind on them for not getting the rebound, but looks like there was probably a reason.
That play is still insane by Kareem.
That could be where the game switched. If Duquesne,
Wilborn there, like I said, when the little things work, you see it. He got the screen, and gave him just enough space to take a wide open shot against. I want to say that was.
And that's a thing. Things can change very quickly in college basketball, but you need a play like that from a guy like that. Rozier has done that time after time in his Duquesne career.
Oh yeah,
and that might be a game-shifting momentum swing. If Duquesne can continue to play offensively well for the next 9.5, it does. Like even then, doesn't matter. He still got them back into this game. It felt like things could have. You were waiting for things. You were waiting for things to get out of hand. That's how I felt like that. I felt like that because you would watch this team play Dayton for how many years, and how many times. Last year, this game was close in Dayton, and Dayton just. What was that, 20-0 run or something? Just blew them out of the water. Game over.
Oh, yeah.
It's almost like you're waiting for that. And it's part of why, because Duquesne hasn't beat Dayton at UD Arena for 13 years.
It seems like the only time
it feels like a valid reason.
It feels like the only time they did beat him was the biggest moment.
They haven't beat him. They haven't beat them in the A10 regular season since I got here. So this will be the 3rd straight year. This will be a 6th straight loss to Dayton. Yeah. Which, hey, man, I know Dayton's good, man, but good Lord, you can't get one. I feel like this year might be your best chance.
This year is easy.
To be quite frankly honest, I think this is your best year.
Deron Holmes in the NBA, I would hope it'd be.
And Deron Holmes was a pain for 2 years. At least from my recollection.
You want the pain? I look at the free throw shooting. I just want to die inside. They are 6 for 12.
You want to? I am dying inside.
They're 6 for 12.
You want to die inside. I am dying inside with how bad that 6 for 12 is pitiful.
The problem is
good
a
Lord.
lot of it stems from one individual and the one that we've been harping on.
How many free throws does Corbett have?
6, and he's 2 for 6. He's somehow going under his
He's got
season
4 of their 6 misses.
He is somehow shooting
and that's impressive.
Under his season average.
That is impressive because he shoots 43%.
He's shooting 33%.
Let me just say, I love you, Corbett, but it is worth saying free throws.
Levels of bad.
They need to get those free throws to fall, man. I gotta say,
this is reaching Shaq levels of painful to watch.
It is.
That was still beautiful.
Though I gotta be honest, Corbett's free throw motion is better than Shaq's. Which doesn't say much because Shaq's free throw motion is just awful. But
have you ever used Shaq in like NBA 2K?
Oh God,
it's so bad to watch.
Shaq had a 99 overall GOAT card, a GOAT card in NBA 2K. I forget what year it was, but they did GOAT cards. And he was like a 99-3, which is stupid. But his his shot release was like it's almost like took him down like 5 ratings.
Yeah.
Because it was just so tough to green with him. And if you're being heavily contested, he's probably not going to make it because that's just the laws of physics. Here's Dinkins. It's not a law of physics, I'm just saying.
Was 2012.
Here's Edwards. Guarded by Santos. Now down low for Corbett. Corbett gives to Rozier. They would need this. There's a moonshot. No good. Rebound. Corbett gives to Wilborn. They finally jam it home and won.
Oh, he got the foul as well. Wow.
Eli Wilborn, how do you like that?
That's Corbett finally using his size to his advantage. He got a big mismatch him against Malachi Smith, and he just got over
big.
The top.
That's a heck of a play.
Unbelievable pass as well.
Definitely a foul.
Wow.
I don't know what Latong was saying. I'm pretty sure he got his left arm. Actually, right arm. Wow. But Wilborn's going to make the free throw.
No, he's not.
He did.
Oh, he did.
It didn't look like it. He went out the front iron. It looked like he was about to
They make shooting
back out.
free throws feel like a heart attack every
It's not even like, dude, the 3-pointers we're not scared of not going in. It's the free throws that scare us, which is weird because the free throws are closer.
And they're supposed to be
free.
like.
So here's Smith. They're supposed to be automatic, but they're not. Here's Cheeks on the left side, driving in, no good, rebounded, but they're going to call a foul on, I believe, the shots.
No, I think it came on the rebound.
No, they're calling it. Looks like Wilborn. Looks like he's going to the line.
It looked like it came on the shot on the play on the way down.
I also thought so as well, but Smith is going to the line here. It looks like it, man. I don't know. That's what I saw at first. I could be wrong. Cheeks, who was crashing the boards? Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. Dayton's going to the line for 2 free throws here. It's Cheeks. First free throw's good. He's an 85% free throw shooter for the record. We shouldn't expect to miss.
Yeah, he's not missing.
It's okay. Don't get the hopes up. He's not going to miss. Probably not. I don't mean to jinx it. That was a jerk move if he misses. Cheeks' second free throw, he made it. Okay, so my slate is cleared.
I give him credit. I mean, I give the team credit. They're playing an unbelievable game, all things considered, despite the painful mistakes.
Oh, my
like
goodness
that.
gracious. Well, you know what? It goes off at Dayton. I guess that took 2 seconds off of the shot clock. I don't know how it did. He never had possession, but doesn't matter. Duquesne got it across, and I'm sorry, they came back late on USA Network, so I have no clue what happened, but it looks like they called a foul on Dayton.
Foul?
They called it on Dayton. No clue. I can't. Yeah, I can't really speculate because I literally saw it as
I think it was
somehow Dinkins had gotten under the rim with the ball and everyone was jogging. I'm like, well, that.
Oh, and he's at 4.
Wow, and that's a big deal. Latong has 4.
Zedke
comes in.
In the first Dayton game, wasn't he?
He was close. I don't know. He played really well.
Javon Bennett, but
second leading scorer is Javon Bennett. I know that.
And he was third.
Here's Dinkins spinning in, and he got it.
Wow.
Trey Dinkins dazzling tonight.
They've had a few shots that just have bounced around the rim tonight.
Talk about a heart attack, especially to a dude who's seen the Kawhi shot and had it affect his team. This is terrible. Here's Santos, guarded by Corbett. Not sure what I like if I like that matchup, but Santos has been going inside. The Santos shot is a foul. It's going to be on Corbett. Hopefully he doesn't have many. I know we haven't been happy with his free throws, but he has also played really well in the paint tonight. Wow, that was just Dinkins spinning. He's been great with the spin move. He put some lay on that. He put some rotation.
And for the record,
Jelly fam.
For the record, let me look at the stats quickly. I want to see how Dinkins.
Well, the Houston-Arizona game is going down to the wire, which means the Auburn-Alabama game hasn't started yet.
Oh, really?
Well, that is a disaster for ESPN, by the way. That is a true disaster for them because this game is 1 versus 2. It's 1 versus 2, and you have to keep on delaying it.
Alabama's 2.
Yeah, and you have to keep on delaying it. Like it's like you're delaying this game because you can't miss the beginning of 1 versus freaking 2.
You have to delay the.
You might have to take off the Houston-Arizona game, but then the Houston-Arizona game's great because it's like.
Isn't Houston ranked?
Yeah, but then Houston-Arizona is.
Houston's ranked. I know.
Yeah, it's a really good game. So then Houston-Arizona was 6 versus 13. That game just ended. Houston got a big win on the road against Arizona, but that was a disaster. You have to go until 4:15. Wow, all right.
And the big thing that's been helping Duquesne is I was looking at Duquesne's stats because I was curious. They've had 3 guys with double digits tonight.
Yeah, wow.
Corbett has 10. Dickens got 14. Right. And Horansky's got 16. Matus has 16.
Wow.
Like, unreal tonight.
All right. Wow. This has just been one heck of a game. I'll tell you what. Netchus is coming in.
The way it's playing, I mean, this funny thing is there's 8 minutes left in the game.
Yeah.
And
7 minutes.
7:56. There are about 8 minutes left in the game. They've already matched the total of points they scored in the first time round with 62.
That's insane. 15 points in the last 7 minutes. They're shooting 6 of 8.
Versus 3 going 1 for 7 in the first 5 minutes. Sometimes it just takes having to play just good enough defense to hold your ground.
I just tweeted out. I said, anyone else having a heart attack?
It's not too bad.
Yeah, well, wait until we get to the under 4. Then you're
seeing
really
the lot of
your
points,
mind.
seeing the 22 points in the paint is very encouraging.
Yeah, that is. But it does. Listen, this is not. I think you're at a point with this game. If you lose this game, it's a missed opportunity.
It definitely is. At this
point. Pasha Alexander driving in, no good. The rebound is tipped in. Wow.
Again.
That's the second half. I haven't been really happy with Duquesne's rebounding. I know they've had a couple offensive rebounds, but beside that, they've also allowed a couple big ones on the other end. So
they've done a great job on the
I guess that puts them even, a net neutral at that point. But like, man, it just doesn't feel.
Key on court.
And that's going to be called on Key. So Dayton further slips into foul trouble with that.
Well,
so that helps.
Puts them in the bonus.
Yeah. Well, that's not good.
Oh no.
That's not good. Can we forego the bonus? Can we can we just give them the possession?
I just thought about that, saying it out loud.
Hey, listen, you're not gonna get better at free throw shooting unless you keep on shooting.
No, you definitely can get worse over.
Actually, you can't. You can't get worse. You can't get much worse on 40-30%.
You can get worse. He's shooting 30%.
Yes, it'd be tough to get worse. You're gonna positive for affirmations. First free throw's good from Corbetts. We totally expected it, guys. We totally expected it.
Well, you expected it.
I didn't expect it. I'm just saying I did. So I'm trying to be a little... Duquesne has a 5th lowest free throw percentage in D1. It's 63%.
I want to die.
What?
I want to die. This.
Oh, my. Up and now. Oh, God.
Okay, and USA's deciding to break.
Second free throw. It's no good. I thought since it broke, it's going to be... Duquesne ball. They're clamoring for it. A call still hasn't been made. And there's Doozer. I think Doozer's on with Ray Goss. I think Doozer and Ray Goss are doing the game.
Oh, my God.
This is the greatest thing ever.
What, like on the radio program?
I love Noah.
Yeah, it'll be...
But I think it's Ray Goss and Doozer.
Yeah, I think it'll
Doozer's got a headset on at least, so it could be... Okay. Oh, my goodness. Wow, that was almost a disaster. Kareem was stumbling back, and he caught it. 13 seconds. What is happening? Rozier at the top of the key. Gives to Dinkins. Dinkins driving in. Puts it up, and he gets a foul call.
If there's somebody who won't go into the line at this point, it's probably Dinkins.
He was tap dancing around with Cheeks, and he got the foul call. Wow. I guess so.
Sort of.
I guess so, man.
Really soft call.
That's a lean in, right? That's a James Harden lean in call.
Somebody you want going to the line at this point, I would hope it be him, given the fact he's.
But the refs have been unsteady, so it's been
evenly unbalanced.
It's unsurprising to me. First free throw from Dinkins looks much more cleaner, and it's good.
It's been evenly unbalanced.
Yes, that's how I feel. I think they've had some missed calls that have went Dayton's way. They've had some missed calls that have went Duquesne's way. Or not missed calls. Missed calls also calling, possibly bad foul calls. 15 for Dinkins, and he's got 16. He makes both.
How good they shot the free throw line last year.
No, I think this is abnormally bad. I think there's not a lot of teams in Duquesne history that shoots 63%. Santos driving in. Key puts it up. He got it and the foul. That's unacceptable. 6:51 to go in the second half, and Key can make it a 3-point game.
That's on Netchus.
Just like that. It's just the momentum just could fly away here.
Netchus, you got to clamp down.
Netchus or Dixon? Netchus or Dixon? I think they call it Netchus.
Dixon, yeah, I call it on Netchus. That's on Netchus. He's got to sink back down. He sees Key down low, and he decides.
You can't have two guys hacking at him. Just take one. All right, Dinkins going to inbound. Duquesne's had some troubles inbounding so far tonight, and also catching the ball. They've had 3 instances where it's led to 6 points in total on the other end.
But Dayton stayed with the full court press all night.
By the way, if they don't have those silly turnovers, they're up by 9.
Yeah.
So that's a key point in this game. It's worth mentioning. Dixon does a great job catching that down low. Rozier driving in. He got hacked, but they don't call it. Dinkins got to put it up over a tall defender. No good. Wow, he almost made that, but no good. And Dayton has a chance to tie with a 3 here. Here's Santos. Tries to go down low to Key. Can't. Left wing. Dixon's on Cheeks. It's a disaster. Driving in and just... I don't know if that's a foul, but it's on Dixon. 6:09 left in the second half. Dayton can't tie it with free throws here, but they can make it a 1 point. They can make it a 1 point game.
And that's just, again, bad situational awareness. Kareem, Max, or Trey, somebody's got to go in and back up Dave there. So you can get off to.
You think maybe Cheeks can miss one here for us?
No.
Oh, he missed! Oh my God! No way!
Well, apparently I just like calling stuff. He said, "Can he miss?" I said, "No."
I called
Proceeds to have that spin around 3 times before rolling out.
Second free throw from Cheeks. Yeah. He rattled that one in. 65-63, Duquesne leads. It feels like it should be 10,000.
You also could say Duquesne's also been getting off a decent bit as well.
Oh, boy, wow. What is happening with these inbounds? Rozier has it. He's got to get across. He does. We're comfortable in the past few times. Rozier has it at top of the key. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. 5:57 left in the game. It's been a good one so far from UD Arena. Duquesne leads. Here's Edwards on the wing. He's going to shoot a 3, and it's no good. Rebounded by Cheeks, and this is a danger zone for the Dukes. That one put up and in. It's a tie game. Tie game. Duquesne and Dayton with 5:35 to go.
For Cheeks all night.
He's got 19, I believe.
Jeez.
Yep, 19 points. Duquesne and Dayton coming down to the wire here. Here's Trey Dinkins. Guarded by Keys. Got a good mismatch. Dinkins lost it, has to give it up to Corbett, who also has Cheeks on him, but at the top of the key. Dinkins, guarded by Key. Dinkins driving in, puts it up and in. Great offensive playmaking from Trey Dinkins. Off the mismatch, Duquesne leads by 2 with 5 minutes to go now. And Posh Alexander brings it up.
You want to win, you got to take advantage of those mismatches.
Yeah, absolutely. They got to get some stops on the other end. They were doing a good job of that for a few minutes. There's been a couple of good possessions from Dayton offensively, and they have put themselves right back in this one, though they never really left. Santos down the post against Corbett. Corbett, good defense. No good. They call a foul on Corbett, and that feels like a bailout. But Santos will go to the line to potentially tie this game. I cannot believe they called that foul.
Wow.
That's an awful foul call. I'm sorry. That looked bad.
It looked like a good play from Corbett.
I don't understand how that's a foul call. Santos gets the whistle. So 67-65, 4:40 left in the second half. Santos can tie it.
He definitely can. Santos is probably
went through an energy drink and Gatorade.
Probably like a 70% shooter, I would guess.
Went through an energy drink and Gatorade in this game. Both regulation size. 4:40 left in regulation. First one is good from Santos.
But thank you to everybody who's been tuning in, by the way. We're up to 55, by the way. 55 total views. Y'all have been awesome. So I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart here at DSTV. And the second
for those miss. All right, so Duquesne gets a break. Now here's Dinkins.
Cheeks and Santos both missed free throws. You could tell Duquesne's been kind of getting some breaks in the second half with the mistakes they've kind of had.
All right, here's Edwards. Guarded by Rozier. Now, to be honest, I think that foul call was bad, so I think that was a little bit of luck for us. There's Rozier, gives to Netches down low for Corbett, and they call a foul on Posh Alexander. By the way, we're about 18 seconds away from our next media timeout, for which you could probably assume the next whistle would get us at. Yeah, definitely a foul. I think that is a good foul call. It's tough, but let's Corbett go into the line now. So honestly, I think that might be a strategy, playing Corbett more aggressively, because if you foul him, okay,
Yeah.
You got bonuses to use up here. You got one more. This is your last bonus to use. Next one is going to be bonus plus.
And you know he has a chop.
So, and you can catch a break here if he misses. Corbett took a while to shoot that. That doesn't give me good energy. Oh, my goodness gracious. I don't know how they didn't call a foul on Netchus. He missed it. Netchus almost fell backwards. His back was bent further than I've seen a man bend his back before. Wow. All right. 67-66. Duquesne with the lead. Bennett over for Jack. Latong's in foul trouble, remember. He's got 4 fouls. That's why Jack's in, presumably. Cheeks turns it over. Corbett has it. Duquesne, not much numbers, but Dinkins will shoot a corner 3. That's a bad shot, and it's no good.
You got too much pressure from Javon Bennett there.
Yeah. Santos driving in, and he missed. And they call a foul on Santos. I believe that would be the only sensible foul call.
Double bonus at this point.
Check the live stats for a second. Make sure it was on.
Yeah, I'm pretty
sure. It was on Santos. I swear to God, if that was on us, I don't know what to tell you. If that was on Duquesne, I think that everything should be reevaluated with this officiating crew.
It's on Jack, actually.
Okay, I think it made me think it was on the Dukes. I'm like, what?
It's on Jack.
Like, wait, what?
Yeah,
okay, so who ordered up a heart attack?
And a lot of their big men are starting to get in the foul trouble now. Jack's up to 3 fouls.
Zed
Key. Zed Key is up to 3 fouls. And Latong is up to
4.
He's
been at 4 since about the halfway point of the second half.
So they're starting to get some problems. Their big men are really starting to draw problems.
Pretty much.
They might have to start going to Connor possibly again. And he's only played 13 minutes tonight.
Also, who's the one who drew the foul there? Because that's who's going to shoot the 2 free throws here when we come back. That's going to be interesting. That's actually.
Thinks Netchus?
I hope you're right.
Because he was the one that got the rebound, so I think it was Netchus. If I were to guess.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not on Corbett.
Let me guess. It probably is on him.
I'll try. If I see him at the line, I might try inside. I don't want to look.
Netchus has shot 69% from the line, which, believe it or not,
is well above average.
Believe it or not, is actually good for
don't say
6th best on this team. And really, it's
75%.
But it's really out of those guys, he has the 3rd most free throw attempts.
Oh my God.
So or the 4th most. Sorry, so what it goes is Perola is 2 for 2, which means he's the only he doesn't qualify really.
What do you think Corbett's numbers are?
Ben Edwards is 78%.
What do you think Corbett's numbers are tonight at the free
throw
line?
From the line, you told me he was 2 for 6 at one point, and he just missed 1, so I think it's 2 for 7.
3, 4, 9.
Oh God, I forget how much he went to the line. Then
it went back to 33%.
Yeah.
I told you.
Oh, good gosh, man. Good Lord. No, yep, you're right, because he made the one free throw, then missed a second, then he missed another one. Yep, good call. All right.
Just going to the line.
They're showing the top 9 again, and we talked about this many times tonight. Between 3 and 12, you said?
3 and 12 is 2
3 and 12 is 2 games separate them. So A10 could be shook up again by the end of today with the results of all the games going on. So
did we say Loyola Chicago's playing today?
I don't believe so.
No,
I'm not 100% sure.
They beat SLU last night. So
yeah. Oh, boy. Netch's first free throw is good. So it's Netch's that's going to the line, which is also kind of better than the other, than the latter.
This has been my heart.
Duquesne is 11 for 19. I can't.
5 concurrent.
11 for 19.
63 overall views. Y'all have been insane today.
Yeah, thank you guys. All right, Duquesne leads by 3. They got 2 free throws to go from Netchus. I can't believe that Dayton's actually almost shooting worse than us. Dayton and Duquesne both have 8 missed free throws. By the way, Dayton has shot 27 free throws, so you tell me. Here's a lob for Key. Put it over Netchus. Oh, boy. Wow. That was lazy there. Dinkins almost had it stolen away from him.
At this point, when you see Javon Bennett down low, you should not be trying to play this lackadaisical.
All right, here we go. 1-point game. Duquesne needs a bucket on this possession. Here is Dinkins. Dinkins gets a screen from Corbett. There's 12 seconds left. Netchus has it.
He's got a miss.
Directing traffic. 8 seconds now. Dinkins guarded by Key. They got the mismatch again. Dinkins fading away now, swerving in. He traveled.
And they're gonna call it travel.
Zed Key playing great defense there. They got the mismatch, but Key said, touche. Wow. All up in Netch's face.
And there's not much you can do there. There's just not a whole lot he could do.
And Netch was on an island there. I don't know where the other defender went. But that's just bad pick and roll defense by the Dukes. So
they're going to need a big stop here.
At the end of the day, Duquesne only up by 1, 2:40 left. Smith driving on the left side. Netchus, the good contest, but he put it up and in. All right, here's Dinkins. Once again, Duquesne now trails 70-69. 2.5 left.
They're going to call it timeout.
No. We only got 2 timeouts. It can't. They use that 30-second timeouts.
I thought they called timeout.
Here we go. 2 minutes in the last 3 minutes. Or 2 points in the last 3 minutes. This is again a dry spell for Duquesne. That has killed them so far. Now there's Corbett. Has it in the post. 3 seconds. 2. He's got to put it up. No good. And it ends up going to Dayton. Now Dayton has the ball with 2 minutes to go. Cheeks is hurts, but he's looking to get his strut back a little bit.
He is limping right now.
He's actually getting worse. Yeah, they're going to call a timeout. And Cheeks is hurt for Dayton. He's able to get back to the bench, but he goes right to a seat.
You're talking about a good game here. 7 lead changes.
Wow. 70-69. Dayton has the ball with a chance to go up by 3 or 4 when they come back from break. Ay, caramba.
That one hurt.
That's brutal. That is not good.
And the biggest thing that's been so frustrating as well, I think they've done a really good job stopping them at the 3-point line today. Dayton's got a lot of good free 3-point shooters. And, yeah, they're 3 for 13. They have not shot well at all at the 3-point line. Josh Alexander, 0 for 3. Nate Santos, 0 for 3. Latang, 0 for 2.
Latang saw his 4 fouls. He hasn't come back in the game, which is not the worst thing ever because I think Key has been playing better tonight.
No, Key's been playing great tonight.
Yeah, and that's not the worst idea. Now, Corbett had the mismatch, but that's not a foul?
That could have gone.
Wow, I thought that was a foul.
And he's definitely frustrated on that.
But you gotta pick yourself back up and keep playing. There's a minute 52 and a stop to be had on the other end. If Duquesne can get it, that would mean the most. So that 40 points in the paint. Good God Almighty! All right.
Connor's coming in.
Huh? Maybe an offensive. Maybe that's an offensive look. I think. Which I don't think is the worst thing ever for them to. Yeah, so
Santos for Connor. That's
also Cheeks is out.
Or not Santos. They're taking out Cheeks for Connor, which I think is an interesting decision.
Oh, is Key still in?
Yeah, Key's still in.
Okay, I was gonna say even I couldn't really convince myself that it was a good offensive decision. Yeah.
Or they subbed Cheeks out for Connor, which I think is a very interesting decision.
Yeah, I was gonna say even I couldn't convince myself that was a good decision. Here's Cheeks. They got 15 seconds left on the shot clock. A minute 50 left in the game. They lead by 1. Duquesne needs to stop. Bennett now with it, guarded by Dinkins. Got to step on them. Fades away. He got it. That's a great shot by Javon Bennett, but he's been doing it all year and been doing it very often to the Duquesne Dukes.
Couldn't get a better step.
Here's Rozier. Rozier now has it, and they need a bucket here. They're down. Minute and a half to go, and Duquesne calls the timeouts. They decided to call it when 12 seconds have already gone off the clock, but minute 29 now. Duquesne's going to look to draw something up.
Do you go for the 3-point shot here, or do you just try to take 2 and just hope you get a stop next possession?
I think you go for what the best shot is. I think you run your offense normally. I don't think you have to force a 3 yet.
Yeah.
But you don't want to get into the game of fouling where they're going to foul you before you can get off a 3-point shot. Mm-hmm. That feels like that could be where this game is heading if they don't get a good shot off here on this possession. If they don't score on this possession, it doesn't matter if they get a stop on the next possession. They're going to start the foul game. The foul game of just don't let them get a 3. And that will be a problem because Duquesne can't play the foul game.
They've lost it every time this season.
Every time they play that game, they lose it. So they I think I'm starting to come around to your point that they might need a 3 on this possession. You obviously don't seek it out.
You don't force it.
You don't need to force it yet, but, man, a 3 would just be huge. All right. Well, here we go.
Does anyone who's
Rozier gets it. Yeah, Dinkins get the ball to him. He gets it. Corbett's going to give a screen. He doesn't get the switch. Gives inside Corbett. Netchus puts up a 3. No good. Rebound by Bennett. Not over yet, but you need to stop to stay competitive in this one.
You got the look. It just wasn't the most open shot.
All right, here is Malachi Smith. This would really be a dagger if Dayton could score here. Waste time. He's got all the time in the world. Smith moving with it. He's dancing on the right side, driving in. They call a foul.
And that might be
Malachi Smith gets the foul call. 52.4 seconds. Duquesne is... Their hopes are slowly thinning out.
He had the chance to just drive in.
He had time.
Nietzsche just had a little bit of time, but...
He had time. He had 7 seconds. He should have drove in. I think he second-guessed himself. If you were going to shoot it, you shoot it right away. It's been a awful second half for Duquesne. Ever since they went up by 12, they have gotten ran over. They can't beat Dayton. I swear to God. They might not beat Dayton in my 4 years here. Malachi Smith, second free throw. He's been pretty good at the line. Dayton usually is better at the line than they have been today. They keep the miss total at 8 as the free throws. I don't understand why they call a timeout, but
I think you have to talk to you guys.
I don't think Dayton called. I think Dayton called timeouts. Why would Duquesne use their final timeout? I don't agree with the timeout call if it's Duquesne, but
it might have been Dayton.
Dayton called the timeout.
Oh, yeah. It's just...
Dayton also has a tough remaining schedule.
I wouldn't say, crazy tough.
Oh, yeah, top 4 team in Loyola.
St. Louis are definitely going to be tough, but they are definitely better than both
VCU on the road, very tough.
That will be the tough game for them. To end the year as well is insane. That's an insane last game to have to play.
I remember Dayton, Loyola, Chicago last year at one point was for the top seed.
Yeah.
In the A10 at the moment. I remember that. It was a Friday night A10 game.
If you do
Prime time.
You got 20 seconds to go down and get a bucket in any sense. If you can get the shot clock back in your favor, or not get the shot clock, get the clock back in your favor, you could maybe still have one more chance, but
you gotta score here.
It's gonna take having to get something. You gotta get something.
You gotta score here. You presumably go to Dinkins. If you can get him open, you get it to Rozier. You not got much time. You gotta go. 48 seconds left. You got it across midcourt. Here's Dinkins. Doesn't get the mismatch he wanted. He does now. He's guarded by Keys. He's getting Keys to dance. Oh, my. Net's just going to have to jack up a 3. No good. Rebound, Edwards. No good. They call a foul. But there's a lot of time that has run off the clock. So 28 seconds now. And Duquesne,
I think it's worst case
tough.
Scenario, who's going to the line.
I think you're right. I really thought that was on Corbett, to be honest. I thought he pushed him. Well, Duquesne had a golden opportunity in this one.
My brain thought who I thought it was going to the line. It's Edwards, okay.
Well, just
first shot is in.
First shot is good, but
it's not looking good.
It is not.
72.
7, good Lord.
7 concurrent viewers.
I wish this was a closer ending to be better. Edwards made it. All right, so Edwards makes both. It's a 3-point game. Duquesne's got a foul, though, so it doesn't matter. The problem is you're in a foul game, and Corbett's going to have to go out. You can't keep him in.
I mean, the one thing that is going to help, though, I would think, unless he comes back. Oh, no, Cheeks is. Never mind.
You can't have Corbett in this game. I'm sorry. As good as he's been, you can't have him in.
No. I was talking about the fact. When I saw him coming out, I was like, okay, maybe Cheeks isn't back in the game. No, he just came back.
But to be honest, like at the same time, like
we could have had a. I feel like we could have had a better shot because their best
Cheeks
free
is
throw shooter
85% free throw shooter.
He's probably their best by a decent bit.
You would venture to think that's for sure. We'll see. We'll check that for sure because
if I were to guess who their second best free throw shooter is, it is probably Nate Santos, most likely. Maybe
no,
not. Actually, no, it probably is Javon Bennett. Javon Bennett's probably their second best free throw shooter.
Posh Alexander is actually their best at
really?
87%.
Oh, wow.
Cheeks has 85%, but he's also shot 16 more free throws.
Huh.
Bennett is 80%. Zed Key is actually 78%, if you can believe that. Well, I guess I can. He has to make shots. Allen inbounded. Duquesne almost got him in a trap. And they are going to call that. They might call that Or they're going to call that a foul.
It's a foul.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, don't know about that one, Chief. I don't know about that. I really don't know about that. I really thought he did. I thought he stepped out of bounds there. I don't like how they're
going to be looking at this.
If they call that a foul now, it better have been called a foul to begin with. Okay.
That's one of those ones that I feel like could go out.
So it's this. If they've called the foul, this doesn't matter. He stepped out of bounds. He stepped out of bounds before the foul call. That's got to be a Duquesne. That's got to be Duquesne ball. He's out. Clearly out.
There's no foul yet. He might be out.
No foul, no foul. He's out of bounds. That's going to be Duquesne's going to have a chance to tie this game up with 26.4 seconds. And make me look like a clown. Which I'd be quite fine wearing a clown hat for that. I'll wear a clown afro if they can tie this game up. I don't care, but Dayton doesn't make those mistakes very often.
No.
Let me preface this. Dayton does not make those mistakes very often.
Or no? I didn't see him in there.
Not sure. Duquesne started off 6 for 10 from three-point line. They are 3 for 16 since that mark.
But a lot of it has been, at least from what I remember, they've been forcing a lot of unnecessary shots for Nietzsche's to go to the three-point line and shoot them, and he hasn't made a single one today.
I don't mind not just shooting. It's just he hasn't made them. No one's made this. But you got to get a three now if you get the ball back here. So, by the way, if they don't call this Duquesne ball, oh, my God. Duquesne Twitter might explode. The Duquesne message board, which from what I've heard, is just chaos. Might break.
The message board?
Yeah, actually.
Where?
It's a sketchy website, but it's there.
Oh, I didn't even know
It's there. It's a website.
I didn't know.
I've looked through it though. It's not a lot of like Twitter's better, obviously, but like. Okay, so we'll see whose ball it is.
I mean, if
it should be Duquesne's ball.
He fouled him after that, so.
It's not even betting man. It's just a literal truth. He's out by a mile.
Is on the red.
Yeah, no, he's 100% out of bounds. You can't like he doesn't call foul. No foul. No foul.
The foul
Arm isn't up.
After.
So that's got to be Duquesne ball. If they don't call it Duquesne ball, they should be ashamed.
It looks like it's going to be called Duquesne ball.
Because that's the thing. Like literally, like the whole thing is like that's.
Yep, it's gonna be.
Yeah, that's Duquesne's ball. Duquesne has a chance. They put 27 points.
Making a very bad mistake there.
I think they were also reviewing the times. That's why it took long. 27.4. Duquesne has a chance to tie the game. Dinkin's going to inbound. Gives to Rozier. Here he is, Kareem Rozier down low to Netchus, but it's really at the three-point line, and Netchus lost it.
But it rolls out
of bounds. They call a foul on Duquesne.
They call a foul?
Yep, they call on Netchus. I don't know how Key didn't get a technical, but no, we don't call it if it's going to affect Dayton.
It's been the thing we talked about all day. The ball just slipping out of their hands. Well, that's just bad handling.
Then how is it a foul on Netchus? Okay, whatever. It doesn't change the fact he just lost it.
Wow.
It doesn't matter. He lost it. It's literally that's the game right there.
That's just
so Duquesne's chances at a tying bucket end before they even begin. First free throw's good. 20.8 now. It feels like a loss.
That stings. That one stings.
Wow. That is just as careless as it gets in the final minutes. You protect that ball with your life, and you're not there. You did not do that. Second free throw's good. Duquesne still has a timeout, but they have 20 seconds left to go. And Dinkins will have it. Dinkins going to put up a three, and he got the three! How does this keep on happening?
How does he do this every game?
How does this keep on happening? It's a 2-point game. Well, now things are interesting again. Now things are like, oh, God, here we go. I don't understand. I don't understand what Duquesne basketball is.
I don't understand where the ball was sitting in
I don't understand Duquesne basketball.
But that's why I just don't get it. Why was the ball sitting in Nietzsche's hand?
So my personal is, and you're right, why are we going down there? We don't need to go down there. Like, we could set up a switch on a pick and roll. We don't have to go off ball to try and set up a switch for Dinkins on key. I think we can go without that. Oh no, that's just me. I'm not Drew Joyce, who's obviously got a better basketball mind than me. All right, fair enough. I admit that, but I just don't agree with that. I don't know. We'll see. 13.5. Duquesne has a chance here. They just got to play the free throw game with Dayton, presumably, unless Dayton. Now I haven't seen Dayton in like the final stretch. I don't know if they do foul when they're up by 3. I know some teams don't. I'd bet that Fordham doesn't foul anymore on threes after what happened in a triple overtime game.
Yeah. That what? Oh.
But UMass and Fordham both learned lessons there that night.
They did.
It still amazes me that one play where I think it was Fordham. That was just they let the ball roll down.
Yeah.
And then the guy just dives and steals it. That was probably the perfect, accurate representation of that game, to be honest. That was it right there. That was completely it.
12 seconds. If I were to be a betting man, who's probably getting the ball here?
What is going on? Right, they got all 5 of them on the baseline, by the way, for Dayton.
What is this formation?
Set hut. That's pretty much what it was.
What is this football formation?
They got chance. They got time to trap them. Whoa! Stolen! Crawford puts 7 in. Duquesne ties it with 8 seconds. Both teams with a timeout. Here's Smith though, and they foul him. They foul him. Oh my God! That's a lapse of judgment from Crawford, and now he's gonna go to the line. He's in the bonus plus.
Why did he foul him? That was a tie game.
Oh, that. What does that remind me of? There was a game like that, man.
Dude, you've got to be kidding me.
Wow. That's
unacceptable.
That's killer. That's killer, man. All right, here we go. There we go.
He just made the play of the game to tie it up and then completely threw it away.
All right. So who's at the line? That's Cheeks, I think.
It's Malachi Smith again.
Okay, even better. Actually, I think Malachi Smith isn't as good of a free throw shooter.
No.
He isn't, actually. He's not as good. He's not as good. He misses the first. I mean, so with a chance to take the lead, but Malachi Smith is a 66% free throw shooter.
Oh, my God.
And Smith was the one who turned it over. Rozier gave it to Crawford, and they tied it up. That was how this game was tied. I felt like I've had to vomit for the last 15 minutes. Join the train. Here's Smith on his second free throw.
The second one.
It's good. All right, Duquesne, no timeouts.
Got one shot.
Smith gives to Dinkins. 4 seconds, 3. Dinkins moves with it. The 3 to win it. No good. He missed it. And Duquesne loses on a heartbreaker at UD Arena. Oh, my goodness. Man, oh man, that hurts. That hurts, man. That hurts. That hurts. It sucks. So Duquesne.
My mic is still somehow holding on is unbelievable there.
And that's a bad holder. That's a bad holder. Usually the holder is off. All right, then. I don't got much. My goodness. How do I go about the rest of my day now that Duquesne lost that game? How do I go about the rest of my day?
I'm going to try my best not to want to cry and jump.
Let's just
Yeah, you can't blame Dickens for that. He gave it his best shot as he could have.
Let's just see what the heck this. Let's debrief for a second. I don't know what the hell just happened.
I can't believe.
I don't know what just happened, man. That was crazy.
I can't believe that's how the game ended. That's how we lost this game.
Gotta be honest. I feel for Crawford. That is just. That's not even like that's not even like a bad It does. Yes, there's some basketball IQ, but that is just a freak mistake. That doesn't happen very often. I don't think that will ever happen to him again for the rest of his career. But man, yeah. Obviously, okay, yeah, sure. If you look for someone for that loss, the scapegoat probably becomes Cam Crawford.
No,
however,
many parts.
But also, you're right. There is other parts to look at for this loss. But if you Crawford didn't have a great shooting game, particularly either. Shot 2 for 8.
Shot like crap. He had a horrible day.
But also, Duquesne started out this game shooting whatever they did, and then they end shooting 48%, and they give up 20. Excuse me, it's insane. 23 points off of turnovers. They had 14 of them. They have they out rebounded them.
Flames can go all around here. They had too many mistakes, way too many careless turnovers we saw.
Yeah.
That last possession by Nietzsche was terrible. I don't understand what they were trying to do. Corbett went 3 for 9. 3 for 9.
And the thing with the turnovers, I want to double back to that for a second, because there were 3 turnovers where you had they go off it. They ran with the ball before they had it. If you eliminate one of those, you win the game. And I know that's okay, yeah, you say that, but there's still a certain amount of time to be played out. Let's take it purely theoretical. That doesn't help. It doesn't help. And that was the thing. I know we did say wanted to be close. But then, when you lose a game like that, it is tough to, turn around and be I'm okay. I'm okay with that. Because now it just feels they let one slip. It feels like a lot of opportunities they did let slide in this game. And that's just... basketball is just
honestly
devastating. Basketball is a brutal game.
This was a bad loss all around. But... you could throw blame at a lot of people. Dixon played like garbage. He had a horrible day. Unbelievably horrible day. Had too many stupid turnovers. Corbett.
It's so upsetting because I feel like beside the free throws, Corbett played a good game. It's crazy.
You can't miss 6.
Yeah. Beside that, Corbett played a great game, but the problem is that those free throws... When you miss 6 of them, they do.
When you shoot 43% and you somehow shoot worse is the most unacceptable thing ever. And what makes it even more frustrating, I just looked at their stats. Corbett shot 3 for freaking 9. The rest of the team, 11 for 13.
Wow, that is. That's
unacceptable.
I'll give you this. It's slightly encouraging, but that's about as good as I give you. It's about as good as I give you because he's still...
Nietzsche took 6 god-awful three-pointers, and none of them went in.
He still missed 8 free throws at the end of the day. And then here's the thing. Corbett is a part of it. Corbett is a part of it.
But Kareem missed 1, and...
the turnovers were a part of it.
And Nietzsche missed 1.
The offense kind of falling off a cliff at times during that second half was a problem. That's part of it. Obviously, the Crawford foul was... It's a part, and the game will get scapegoated by Crawford. But listen, there was more to it.
There's so much more.
And it's not me trying. And that's not me trying to, be nice to Duquesne. I do try to because, for reasons. But I will say that I will say that in the fact that there was a lot that went wrong in the second half, particularly of this game. Mm-hmm. I felt like the first half they played a good 15-minute span of basketball, and then just They did play well in the half a little bit.
And they had a good stretch in the second half, in the middle.
Yeah.
It just wasn't enough. When you had that brutal 10-minute stretch, the last 5 minutes of the first half and the first 5 minutes of the second half, that sunk them. And again, I'm not going to say it anymore because I'm trying so hard not to be an angry person about the free throws. Because I've been the one harping on it the most out of pretty much anybody because it's so frustrating when you lose games. It's within this much, and because you're the worst free throw shooting team in the A10 and a bottom five unit in the entire league, it's unacceptable. And I think, unfortunately, a lot of it stems from one individual at this point.
Apparently, Drew Joyce and well, this is according to Hunter. That apparently Grant was pissed at Joyce after the game. I don't know, man. There was a lot that just happened. Up, W. Okay, like regardless, at the end of the day,
they lost, and now they've fallen to 10th.
Duquesne loses, you fall to 10th. And while, earlier in the conference schedule, you might have been able to take, moral victories from this one and get over it.
No.
It is tough to get over this one.
Especially when you look up and tied it.
You look up at your schedule. Yeah, you got winnable ones, but then you got GMU, VCU, and St. Louis end the season against teams that are most likely going to be in the top 6. Mm-hmm. I know it's been chaos, but I think St. Louis will finish in the top 6 at the worst. Dayton will finish top 6 at worst. Listen, the thing is, if you can go on a 3-game, if you win 2 of 3 and 2 of your next 3, I do think that actually makes things all right. But that's also 2 of 3, and Duquesne has struggled lately.
From Big Trip, bro, that ending was crazy. That ending was crazy.
That is right.
100% agree.
So you gotta beat Fordham. You gotta be, probably. It would be nice to beat Bonna. I know this is a tough team to beat. You've beat them a lot lately, but the rivalry included in our prediction here, I think there's a chance they drop that. But then you got LaSalle. Beat either Bonna or LaSalle, but you must beat Fordham. Fordham's going to be at home. I'm going to be there for that one.
I might be there. I don't know yet. That one that hurt. That really
I have off
hurt.
on Wednesday, so I don't really have any other choice. I
guess,
don't really have an excuse. I'll be there.
I think the final thing I'll say through this is just, I think it's really frustrating because had they just given up fouls and just lost by 4 or 5, it just would have been another one of those games where, okay, yeah, they let it slip away and they just didn't play good basketball. But when Malachi Smith steps out of bounds, you get the ball back, you then make a stupid play in which the ball gets slapped out of your hand. You get a lucky break.
So
Trey
unfortunate.
sinks an unbelievable 3. Something that shouldn't
That was crazy. Can we discuss this?
Yeah, and
how
Jenkins
played like a dog, man.
He had another 20-point game. And I think one of you two.
How many does he have, by the way? Overall, how many points do he have? 21?
21.
21.
And again, one of you two brought up Trey Dinkins, I think. I want to say it was Dylan.
I think a lot of us probably, because there's a reason to bring him up. He's been a beast.
No, I remember in the pregame show, one of you two.
I think it was
Dylan.
Probably Dylan. Dylan is a smarter one, some would say. I might have more ball knowledge than him, but he knows what he's talking about.
No,
I promise you that much.
Individual. Thank you for watching, by the way, Dylan.
Dylan just put in the chat words I can't say, but he's very right. I very much so agree with every word. Every word he said.
Going off of that, the reason I'm talking about all this is because after he drains a 3, you get a big break, another careless turnover. Dayton made 2 in the span of 25 seconds, and then just a terrible reach-in foul after the game was tied. That's just not. And again, Crawford's not the only one to blame. Obviously, he's going to give you the main one, unfortunately, to blame. Not from our perspective, but from an average fan's perspective, because again, the problem stemmed from the stupid turnovers, the fact they couldn't hold on to the ball. Corbett shot like a pile of garbage. I don't care about the rebounds at this point. I'm so tired of seeing him miss over 50% of his free throws. That's honestly getting to the point where it's burning me at this point. And it just makes for an all-around frustrating loss. And again,
I think we covered our bases, man.
This could be the difference between them having to play on the first day.
It could be. But also, you got 3 games coming up. If you can win 3 more games, I don't think you'll play on the first day. Yeah, if you can go 500 in your final 3, maybe even 2 of 4, you won't play on the first day.
I don't know.
With how the 8-10 has been. Anyways, our next broadcast will be Saturday, February 22nd. So this upcoming Saturday now. Now that Saturday's done because I can't believe I lost that game. and then that next Wednesday, on the 26th, that will be against LaSalle, and we will be there for that one. That will most likely be our final broadcast for a live stream of the year, because I'm probably not going to be back on Saturday for a SLU game on the road. If I am, I'll be here. I'll be here at least. I don't know. I don't have anything better to do Saturday night at 8 o'clock when Duquesne's.
So what time?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock?
That's the thing. Is I like 8 o'clock. I don't have anything better to do Saturday at 8. Like if I can do this, I really don't have much better to do.
That game's going to depend wildly on if they are playing the first day. So.
And that will be a big game. So we'll be back on Saturday.
We got 2 more to go, and it's just one of those things where I'm just gonna go home and just die inside. But
that's been happening a lot this year, so I don't see a problem.
I do want to end it on a positive note since this game ended on such.
Let's
a sour
end it on a positive
note. Thank you to everybody. We had 88 views
for
on this
Windrush,
stream, which was unbelievable. The highest we had for the first 2 was
there's like
39.
3, dude.
Was 39.
Even like Concurrent viewers, I think it was like 3. It was our best like.
Yeah, we had up
dude,
to
that
7.
was.
We had up to 7 at a few points, and you guys were awesome through this, and to see that we got that many was unbelievable. And we got more in this game than we did both our last 2 streams combined.
Yeah,
which is unbelievable. So thank you all so much. This was just an unbelievable. Your guys' support means so much. So.
Yeah. Also, if you did enjoy this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Yes. We have 253 subscribers. Screw it. The goal is to get to 300 by the end of the year.
I think we can.
By the end of the school year, let's get a little push here.
We do.
You get like 1 or 2 a day by someone. You're gonna get some. Go some places. All right. I think that's it.
Any last words?
Thank you guys for watching. See you on Saturday. Tough loss for the Dukes. They lose. 67 to 6. Was this? No, 77-66, wasn't it? 77-76. They lost. That's all that matters. They lost. Thank you for watching. We'll see you Saturday. I'm out.